chat out.
Okay, that's all good. And we aren't showing up on the preview. We are live.
I was worried for a second. You're like, we.
Well, because nothing was showing up in the little preview window, and it had already been like 20 seconds, so I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, we're live.
What up, bro?
Confirmed.
Ah, good. Our stream is called Halo Wars 2. Excellent.
Yeah, it didn't update for whatever reason.
I'll fix that.
Okay.
Can you
Maybe
do that
you'll
like
Uh,
have-
midstream?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can fix that in the stream. It's just that the email that goes out says Halo Wars 2.
Oh, I
Makes
didn't know you
sense.
got an email. Okay. I just got a notification on my phone, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Hey guys, how's it going? How's your week been?
It's been a week, for sure.
It's been good.
Yeah. It's been fine. It's been warmer.
Raining here again, so not ideal down here, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Weekend's coming. 3-day weekend.
Yeah, family day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is a long weekend up here. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't think it's family day here. I don't know what it is here.
Family Day is a Canadian thing.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's
Well, I
actually
also
just
get
a provincial
I
thing,
also-
isn't it?
it's per province, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
in like most of Canada at this point.
Yeah. Right.
I get Monday off too, though.
Okay.
I just don't know what the holiday here is. I'm pretty sure it's not Family Day, and the chat says President's Day.
Ah,
Okay.
we
That's
celebrate our
basically family day.
You guys celebrate the president.
I mean, the president is their family, so
Oh God.
that's probably
the
actually a
law.
bad thing nowadays,
Yeah.
but
That depends on your look, your outlook on it.
yeah. And your look.
True.
It
Yep.
depends how you look.
Yep.
Depends on cosmetics. Yeah, you're right. I agree.
Yeah, exactly. This is off to a rip-roaring start, I'll tell you.
No, this is normal. This
yeah,
is a normal start.
This is
Let's
pretty
be
much a
real.
normal,
Speaking of presidents and family members, did you guys see this was like a month or so ago? Cards Against Humanity put out a Craigslist ad for a new CEO,
Mhm.
and
Didn't we talk about that on the podcast? I forget.
I don't know, maybe. Either way, you had to be Barack Obama, and
Yeah,
one of the lines in there was also an optional "Please be our dad," which was pretty good too.
It's pretty good.
Sadly, I don't think he took the offer. It's a shame.
Nope.
I mean, they haven't said he didn't take the offer. Not that
I
I've
mean, he looks a little busy right now.
True. Yeah, maybe he's just. Yeah, we'll take it later.
You're right. Give him some time. Give him some time.
Yeah, he needs to take a bit of a break, right? He was just running a country.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's February 16th.
It is.
At least it is over here.
It still is here. Don't worry.
Yep.
Yep. I meant to the listeners because who knows when they're listening to it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
you
February-
being all clever.
John and I are
February
retarded as fuck. We both of our reaction was to go, ooh.
2017
We're actually small children is what we're getting
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, for sure.
at 8:23 in the evening.
I mean, close enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
9:24. Yeah.
See, I'm
And this
922, so this is weird.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm
Time
2 minutes
paradox.
in the
And,
future.
and actually, and my phone says it's 8:24. So
Actually,
let's-
yeah.
Shit, who's right?
My phone says
Who's actually
924, so my computer is the one that's off,
Or your phone's off.
which means yours
I
is
went off
also
my, I went
off.
off my computer timer.
We got 3 different times going on, guys.
Oh, man.
Time is relative, is what we're saying.
True. So spend it with
like
someone
a
you
river.
love. It was Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. I went and saw Lego Batman on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I
That's
played
pretty
Resident
romantic.
Evil. We'll talk
That's
about
even
that.
more romantic.
We'll talk
I like
about that in
mine
a
better.
second. Yeah, how was that movie? Was it like worth seeing?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
recommend it. I'd
Okay.
say that movie is a solid, good movie. It's not great. It's not bad.
That's a
It is.
close-
It is a. It is a good movie.
I
It's
heard
not as good as the Lego movie.
I heard one person say that it's up there with one of the best superhero movies ever made.
Is that really a high bar?
I don't
Well,
know, actually.
I really like the superhero movies, so it would
Yeah.
be to me.
Okay, does it reach that bar? One of the best.
I don't know. I'd have to sit down and think about that because there's a lot of really good superhero movies in my mind. Like up top, we got Civil War, Avengers 1, Kick-Ass. There's a lot of good stuff up there. The Dark Knight.
Kick-Ass
Right?
is really
So
good. Yeah.
Kick-Ass is super good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd have to think about that more. But it's a good movie. I just didn't think it was like as clever and as funny as the Lego movie.
Gotcha.
But it still looks great. And there's definitely some good jokes in there and like great voice cast. Michael Cera all up in that. Who doesn't love that?
Who
Zach
was Michael
Galifianakis.
Cera in that movie?
He's Robin. He's like
Really?
yeah.
That makes sense.
God.
And
Will
the movie
Arnett-
is actually
Will Arnett and Robin.
options.
Amazing.
It's actually Robin's origin story. So you get a lot of Michael Cera, and he plays like a very clingy and sad orphan. So I think that's a great casting choice for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, he plays Michael Cera, is what you're telling me. So
Exactly, like a whiny man child. Exactly.
right.
I don't think.
But
he
yeah,
likes
no,
Michael
that
Cera.
movie. That movie is fine. It also had a trailer for the next Lego movie,
Okay.
the Lego Ninjago movie. Who's excited for that? September
Lego
20th.
what?
Ninjago. They're like,
of course, Ninjago.
yeah, Ninjago's the next Lego movie coming out. Who's excited for that one?
Woo.
I mean, if it's as good as these other two Lego movies,
It's
great.
probably not going to be. It's probably only for those who buy the toys or watch the show.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
it is, then I'm like highly impressed that like Lego's sticking with that quality. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Arnett is Batman.
I mean, yeah, he is.
I recommend the movie. And tomorrow I'm going to go see John Wick 2, which I've heard so many amazing things about that movie from every single person.
Yep, I've heard really, really good things as
good
well.
ass action movie. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm
Y'all
really
need to
excited.
see the first one.
Yeah, you got to see that first one.
I have it. I just haven't watched it.
I'm pretty sure it's even on Netflix too. So there's an
I have it
easy
on
way to do
Blu-ray,
it.
so I can just sit down and watch it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have the as well.
That's
What would
it,
you?
yeah.
How did you guys Valentine's days go?
Went out for dinner. It was very good.
Yeah. Where
good.
did you go?
We went to Bolero, which is a Brazilian barbecue place.
Yeah. Pretty good?
So that was real nice. Oh, Brazilian barbecue rules.
Yeah.
Surprised her with flowers in the morning, so that was nice.
What is Brazilian barbecue? How's that different from just barbecue?
It's like they how do I even describe it?
It's like a different
They
sauce.
basically it's like buffet style. They bring it to your table on skewers, and then you can just ask for how much of it you want, and they just keep going until you tell them to stop, basically. And it's all these like different styles, like bacon wrapped chicken, bacon wrapped filet mignon, seared top sirloin, garlic jalapeno pork loin.
That sounds great.
It is real good.
What's your favorite like meat choice?
The bacon wrapped chicken and sirloin are both excellent.
Okay. I did something very similar to that. I don't know if it was Valentine's Day or it was something we did. But there was 15 different types of meat to pick from, the one I went to, and the weirdest one was chicken heart.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that being like that's common-ish, but I can see why that being a little weird. Yeah.
Mhm.
Did yours have weird ones as well, or was it all just pretty
Not
standard?
Really, it was all fairly standard. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
can't
most
even
of them
think of
are standard and
anything
they had
weird
chicken
that
heart.
was there.
What about you, Paul? Played Resident Evil?
I did. I mean,
Nice.
I worked until 9 o'clock. Like, what else am I going to do?
No,
Right.
That's it.
apparently Resident Evil's great.
It's very good. We can talk about it in a second.
All right, yeah, well, do that.
Yeah.
God, why would we do that?
Top-down perspective. Paul Fleck, John Wheeler, Sean Booker, we're all here.
We are here.
Paul, you already talked about it a little bit, but what have you been playing?
Yeah, the reason why I was playing that day specifically was because Banned Footage Volume 2, which is the DLC, the second DLC that's available on PS4 right now. The PS4 version of Resident Evil 7 came out that day, so I played it that night when I got home. And it's really good. It's so good that one of the parts in it should actually just be part of the main game, and I'm actually pissed off at Capcom for not having that in the main game, because it's kind of important.
You can't be upset at Capcom having DLC. That's like what they do.
No, but this feels like it was actually ripped out of an ending because it tells origin stories of a character that you can choose to save.
I was just about to say, like, if it feels like a piece missing, similar to like Assassin's Creed 2, where they like skip memory sequences and then those were DLC, that's kind of bad. But if it's just like good DLC, that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be part of the game.
Let me tell you what I mean here. At the end of the game, there's two characters that you like have a choice between to do something with. When you choose one character, you kind of get like their backstory, and that's how like that plays out, and then the ending plays out. If you choose the other character, none of that is there at all. It just goes to the other character that you didn't choose, her backstory again. So this is that character's origin story sort of thing. This feels like it was meant to be part of, like, if you make this choice to, like, be with this girl or save this girl, then you'll get to see her origin, but it's not in there in the main game. So instead they put a $20 price tag on it. And that's super, it's super gross.
Again, that's pretty Capcom-y.
It's pretty Capcom-y. It's super fucking gross because it's really good. Like, it's really good story shit in there. So if you played that game and you like it and you want to know more about the character Zoe, you should buy this DLC when it comes out on whatever platform you're on, or now if you have it on PS4, because it's real good. You need to see it. Other than that, it has this like game called 21, which is a basic version of blackjack, and every time you lose a hand, you lose a finger or get electrocuted, or a spinning spike ball comes at your face.
It's cards though? Like it's
cards.
So it's just like a mini game?
No, it's like a full-blown thing. Like, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get through the first time, and then there's like an endless survival mode of it. It's like a weird version of one of the characters, like, it's hard to just not get into spoiler stuff, so like, if you want to be completely clean on Resident Evil, then like maybe stop listening for a second. One of the characters is a sadistic.
I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah.
How do I mute call?
I'll wait for John here.
Well, hang on. Let's just don't spoil it.
It's not even a spoiler. One of the characters is a sadistic fuck, and this is like one of his little mini games that he puts a dude through. Like, is this thing? So,
all right.
Yeah, that's what that is. The other thing is Jack's 55th birthday, and you feed Jack Baker a bunch of food in a time limit, and the molded enemies have little party hats, and you kill them with a confetti gun, and it's really, really lighthearted and kind of fun and cute. I like it. It's like a time attack mode thing where you like have a meter you have to fill up for like Jack's hunger gauge, and you have to run around this little area, and you get time back for killing the enemies, or like time stops for killing the enemies, and how fast you do it at the end like determines your rank to unlock some more stuff for the mode. It's fun. It's a cute little thing. More than anything, I'm just pissed off that story stuff is like is DLC. Not it's DLC, because it's really bad. Like, there's a few story things in the first DLC pack where I'm just like, this would have been cool as like a thing you could have done in the game. This one specific thing, the section I'm talking about is called Daughters, for anybody who's like interested or whatever. Like, the Daughters part of this DLC, like, should have been in Resident Evil 7. That is very important story stuff that's going on. So that's a bummer. But at the same time, I'm glad I played it, so it was good. Like, I'm happy about seeing it.
It's good you just hated the business decision.
Yeah. Not a fan of that. And you know, Capcom was doing so well in my mind with this game too, the way they were handling it, and now I'm pissed. Now it's over.
Is there more DLC coming?
There is, yes.
Okay.
There's at least one more pack, they said, for like the people that bought the season pass that they haven't announced anything about yet. And there's a free piece of DLC called Not a Hero that explains a certain character in the game's backstory more. And that's going to be free for everybody who has the game when that comes out.
Did you get the season pass?
No, I'm just buying them as I go. I don't like.
How much money would you have saved if you bought the season pass, though?
$5 Canadian. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like 50 cents or something. Yeah, who cares?
Right. Yeah. So Fire Emblem Heroes is still a thing. And I've been playing that a bunch today specifically, but that prompted me to buy Fire Emblem Awakening, which I did, by the way, since we last talked. I did actually the day after the podcast last week. And
you're able to find one all right?
Yeah, no problem. It was actually like discount or whatever because it was a previously owned version or whatever, a recycled copy, whatever they call it nowadays.
Now they call it recycled.
Yeah. So it has like some saves that are like 40 hours in and stuff like that on it still because it's a cartridge.
You started a new game though, right?
I started a new game, of course.
Okay.
No, he started at the very end of the game. He just really wanted to see the ending.
That game is super good. Like, I was a little afraid that maybe the thing I liked about Heroes was its simplicity and being able to just like take out my phone out of my pocket, play for like 5 or 10 minutes and feel satisfied with some basic tactics bullshit and like some RPG elements and like some gambling as well if I'm able to do a summoning circle thing. So like it hit every mark.
There's
there.
no gambling in regular Fire Emblem.
No, but like what I was a little bit worried about is, do I like this Fire Emblem Heroes because it's just like a little bite size of gameplay I like at any time that's super easy and simplistic? And the answer is no. I wanted more. Yeah, for sure. And I didn't realize that until that game like starts out with like this giant fucking map and just dudes everywhere. I'm like, oh, here we go. This is gonna be so good. So
so you're really enjoying it?
I'm really, really enjoying it, yeah. I've been taking my time with it, though, because, like, games are out, and, like, I've been playing other stuff. Did I talk about Nioh last week?
No. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe?
I've been playing more Nioh either way, but, like, there's not a whole lot more to say about it. I can double-check that, I guess, in a second here. I feel like I probably didn't. No, I didn't. I'll talk about that in a second. I've been playing that as well. No, of course I wouldn't have, because I bought Nioh at the same time I bought Fire Emblem Awakening. Anyways, Fire Emblem Awakening is super good because it's the tactics type gameplay that I like with, like, it's kind of brutal, but not really. Like, it's easy to pick up and understand what's going on, and it feels fine to play. And then in between the like stressful situations of seeing if I can like keep my heroes alive or not, there's just like them hanging out and chatting, and that shit is really nice, and I really like those characters and I really don't want them to die. So I need to see more of that story though. I'm only like a couple hours in, so I don't think I've seen like anything yet. I think the like actual story of that game is starting to roll out now.
The game is weird. It kind of works in like a 2-act style.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what I figured. Did you beat it?
No, I got a decent ways in though.
Okay, yeah. I started playing it the way I play XCOM, and I think that's a mistake. Like, I'm kind of regretting it now. The way I play XCOM is I like going in with like the characters that die are dead. We're not like save scumming, not doing any of that stuff, like permadeath, all that stuff. And like, not on the hardest difficulty because I'm not good, but I like a challenge, so I usually go the middle, like hard difficulty. So that's what I'm doing with this. And I think I'm wrong in doing it as I'm playing it now. Because I realized that the thing with XCOM is when you lose a dude, you're losing random sniper dude with like your friend's name on it. In this game, if you're losing a dude, you are losing a fucking character that you want to like see.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different when it's just like the stakes are more than just like military guy. It's like a character that they wrote and like want you to fall in love with, basically. So I think I'm playing it wrong in that sense. But
Have you lost anyone yet?
I lost one person at the very beginning. One of the first things you do is you meet up with one of the characters, Crom, and his little sister, Alyssa, and his guard, Frederick, and all these people. And you go and, like, fight some bandits or whatever that are, like, pillaging a town. And one of the bandits just, like, ran up on Alyssa and just fucking, like, stuck his axe in her face or something. So she died right away. So that's a bummer, because right now I still don't have a cleric.
A bad person to lose.
I don't have a priest. Yeah. So.
Oh, wait, hang on. So you're playing with permadeath, and you're letting them die?
I'm not letting them die. One died. I'm trying not to let them die, but I'm keeping them dead if they die.
Oh, you're not just like restarting the stage?
No, this is the thing, is that I'm a couple hours in. I think I'm like 3 battles in, because every battle has taken like an hour to get through, because I want to make sure nobody dies. Like, I'm super paranoid.
Okay, wait, so you are restarting?
No,
he's just playing really carefully.
Really carefully, like super carefully.
Okay, well, all right.
Like, basically the part I'm at now, if you remember back when you were playing, I met like the first Pegasus Knight, and like I have a Pegasus Knight now, in like we're at like a castle or something. Not a castle, but like, I don't know, a bridgeway or something on a road, and there's archers everywhere.
Two things are similar.
Yeah, there's archers everywhere, and it's scaring the shit out of me, because I know from Fire Emblem Heroes that flying people or whatever against an archer is no bueno. So I'm like, I'm taking it so fucking careful. You have no idea. I'm like moving her to any spot on the map where they possibly can get, and just like blocking off every entranceway to her. It's terrible, because I really don't want to lose my first Pegasus Knight already.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that game turns into like, you know, there's actually strategy to it. Mm-hmm. You need to like make formations. You need to bottleneck things.
Oh no, for sure. For sure, and that's what I'm doing.
You would have more or less gotten that from playing Heroes, too. You would have figured out like that's the style.
For sure, yeah. So it's been super, super fun and very, very slow, but it's methodical in a way that I can really get behind. And like I said, after the like stressful situations of like making sure all my dudes get through a battle okay, they get to just like chill and chat a little bit and talk about Crom's birthday coming up, and that's kind of cool. And like, I really like that stuff.
Yeah,
as like
they doubled down on that. In, Fates.
Okay.
Where you can spend like some alone time with one character after every match.
Oh, God,
and you get to like zoom in on their body.
Of course you do.
And then they'll
because it was in like the Japanese version, you could actually like pet them, and I think they took that out.
There was like a rubbing mini game in the Japanese one. They took that one out. Right now you can just kind of stare at their body in the American one.
Nice.
So John, how do you play it? Do you let them die?
I reset. I'm a reset.
I reset as well. I think it's actually crazy that you're not.
This is what you missed when you left. Is that I was saying that I started playing this like XCOM. And then I realized pretty quickly that that's probably the wrong way to play it, because in XCOM you're losing like sniper or dude with assault gun. You're not missing like Frederick or Crom or Lissa,
like an actual
a character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I think your other, like you're right. They're all like story tied in this one, which makes it a lot trickier in that sense.
Yeah.
But I don't remember when you're going to get another healer too. So you also are losing out on a class for a while.
Yeah, I know. I'm almost wondering if I should just restart and not like make sure Lissa doesn't die, but I'm kind of at a point where I don't care.
3 stages into the game?
3 stages after that first one. I'm on like chapter 4.
Like 4 stages.
So he's on like stage like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
See, like it sounds like you're playing really slow, because
I am.
The stages will definitely get to the point where they're almost an hour, because you're trying not to lose anyone. But the first ones definitely aren't. So like redoing your steps, like it wouldn't take you long to get back up to it.
Yeah, maybe. Like, keep in mind too that this is my first time encountering stuff like the Risen, and like when one of the Risen just like smacked one of my dudes I thought was strong and like almost killed him in one shot. I was just like, oh, that's fucked, and like moved him out of the way right away. Like, it was bad. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of still learning this game, really, and like what to look for and stuff. What I realized, I didn't even think about this until I was playing Awakening, is it's a real bummer that Heroes doesn't have like mischance to me. I really like that in the game.
They did that
Oh.
straight up for simplicity, and I'm
Sure.
kind of glad they did that. 'Cause
No,
I'd be real
absol-
frustrated if I missed like a 95% hit or something.
Absolutely, but it's kind of like the tactics get thing, right?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Missing
I mean,
a
yeah,
95% chance.
I don't want to get that upset at a game that I'm paying money to.
Yeah, maybe not for something that you're holding with one hand that you can throw across a room real
That
easily.
too. Yeah, maybe that's also part of it.
Yeah.
So I'll give you some pro tips.
Yeah. Let's hear 'em.
Don't like evolve any of your characters until they're level 20. It'll let you do it at 10, but
Okay.
wait till they're 20 because then they'll like become crazy good.
Yeah, then there's a stats carryover.
Yeah, the stats carry over, so they'll become like unstoppable.
Okay.
You get a character named Donnell at one point,
Okay.
who's
Yeah, you
he's like the
probably
equivalent.
You're about to have a paralog, which is where you get Donald.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like the equivalent of like a baby Pokemon. Like he's like lower than this like a normal class.
Okay.
So you can actually get him to level 20 3 times.
Okay.
You know, first time, then you can evolve him twice, which characters normally only evolve once. So he can become like an actual nightmare to use against the enemy. So yeah, get ready for Donald. And then the other thing is that what are the classes before Swordmaster?
Myrmidon.
Myrmidons are the best.
Okay.
You get a Myrmidon class, you give them a killing edge sword, they will critical so often, and then when they turn into Swordmasters, like it's just exponential, and they're my favorite class. They're so cool.
Okay. Cool. That's good to know. Apparently, I'm not far off from a new healer where I'm describing. It says Nick Senpai.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Wait, who's the second?
So that's cool.
Oh, I didn't think of them. Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
I haven't
that's
played
cool.
that game so I don't even know.
I'm happy about that.
I'm glad you like it though.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
does it
fucking
just
loving
feel
it.
like there's just been like a veil opened, and you're like, where was this my whole life?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really good. It's
Yep.
Man, we got some Fire Emblem snobs in the chat tonight.
yeah. This is
Myrmidons are also hella overrated, but hella fashionable. Hi,
Yeah.
difficulties to make the early game. Okay, that's right. Dark Laggers over that.
this is another thing
Donald's actually really bad, to be honest.
I
et cetera,
wanted
et
to
cetera.
bring up actually is when I started playing, like actually playing Awakening. I said one thing in my Discord, and like a bunch of people kind of started telling me how to play. I was just like, okay, I'm not mentioning this game around people anymore. Because, like, and I was saying, like, when I'm streaming, it's fine. I know I'm putting this game out there and myself out there. People can backseat, whatever. I don't care. But, like, if I'm playing a game for myself for the first time, like, ease up. Like, chill out a little
don't
bit.
scare him off the series. It's a miracle we got him on it in the first place.
Like, chill out a little bit, all right? When I play through it, like when I'm done or I've had my fill, then we can talk like Grandmaster strategy. But let me get my beak wet a little bit first. Chill, guys. It's fine.
It'll be cool if you're still into it after Awakening, because Echoes comes out this year, so you'll be able to like play it
Yeah.
during the Zeitgeist and all that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, for sure.
Anything else?
It's really good. Yeah, I forgot to write down Nioh. Nioh came out, and that game is the game that I thought would be like feudal Japan samurai Dark Souls, and it's totally not at all that. It is more like a weird hack and slash RPG where you play a samurai, which is kind of cool. Like, it's a game that plays a lot like Dark Souls in how you level up and like gain experience and that stuff. You kill enemies, they drop, I can't even remember what the name is in this game, but it's essentially souls. When you use those souls to turn in at like a shrine to level up a stat, like it's very much Dark Souls in that way, but the way it plays, it's much faster, much more arcadey, and like has an emphasis on stamina in the way that Dark Souls doesn't. Like in Dark Souls, a lot of the time you're holding up a shield and you're kind of like circling around a big enemy or just kind of like slowly going through an area. This game, you kind of are attacking a lot and doing a thing called a key pulse where you push a button at a certain time, kind of like an active reload in like Gears of War. And the better you do that, the more stamina you regain instantly, so you can like chain infinite combos sort of thing if you're good at it, which I'm not. So this game is super hard for me, basically is what I'm getting at. It's like...
I've been hearing like a lot of people like really into this game though.
It's cool. I like the more methodical, slow pace of Dark Souls than this arcadey fast version.
Well, remember, this is done by the Ninja Gaiden guys. That
Yes.
fast arcadey is what they're known for.
And the boss fights are super hard in a way that Dark Souls aren't. Like
Again, Ninja Gaiden.
they're just hard boss fights. In the Souls games, they're kind of like puzzles. Like once you figure out the puzzle, you're fine. In this, it's just this boss hits hard and fast. So like, get good is kind of like how this game treats it. That being said, I just prefer the Soul series. Like, I just think they are better crafted for what my temperament and patience level and, like, how I play games is. I can see the appeal for this game, though. Because if you are a person that likes more twitchy-based action stuff and you kind of like Souls games but you feel they're too slow, this is the game for you, 100%. There's so many weird little RPG mechanics and conventions in here where you can level up your items, you can craft items, you can consume different items to make your other like sets more powerful. You can do all of that shit in here. It's super, super big. Like, it's a very big game. But I think I might have burned out on it. I think it was just a little too much little too much for me already. Well, I mean, I have played like 30 hours of it.
I guess that's fair.
So
I forgot that part of it, yeah.
yeah. It's really good though. Like I don't want to take anything away from it. I'm glad I bought it and I will still play more of it.
I mean, like, you played 30 hours of it.
Yeah,
so.
That's the thing is that but when I played 30 hours of a Souls game, it didn't feel like 30 hours. This feels like I played 30 hours in a week of this game. It really does.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm saying you obviously don't dislike this game.
No,
put
I don't
30
know.
hours into it.
Yeah, no, I don't at all. It's really, really good. But so yeah, again, the best thing I could say, if you played a Souls game and you thought it felt a little too slow, this is probably your game, like for sure. It's really good. Fire Emblem Heroes today, I made a poll where I finally got a 5-star green, and I'm so relieved and happy.
Nice.
Journey
got,
to a 5-star
name,
red.
right?
Yeah, Boob Queen. Yeah.
Boob Queen, Camilla.
Yeah, exactly. Camilla the Boob Queen.
Which one's Camilla?
The Boob Queen. The one with like the
boobs.
cleavage, basically. The
That's
huge
the
one.
Wyvern
Knight. The Wyvern Knight.
Mm-hmm.
She in
Purple,
Fates?
pinkish hair.
Hold on, where's my
She's from
phone?
Fates, yes. She's
Oh,
specifically
okay.
from
Is she
Birthright,
from
yeah.
Fates?
Or not Birthright. She's from Conquest, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Not. Yeah.
Here.
I mean, there's a lot of. Okay.
Boob
yep,
Queen.
Got it.
I love how the camera was blurry, but like you could definitely tell boobs. Like that's the one thing you can tell. So yeah, I'm
Which
super
part?
stoked.
Like, where you? oh, that part. Okay, never mind. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm super stoked because she replaced what's her underling's name again? Baruka, like as my green flyer person. So, and Baruka was like a 4-star. So this is like an actual just straight across upgrade. So I'm super, super stoked I got her. I need a red so badly. And I'm mad because people don't know this, but when we were done recording TDP last weekend, John and I were like talking for like 10 minutes after you left, Sean, even, and he got a fucking great red, 5-star red.
Yeah,
and I was so
I
fucking
got Lynn.
pissed.
I got Myrmidon Lynn.
Yeah.
Is Lynn a Myrmidon?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So my team's coming together. It is right now Camilla, Takumi, because Takumi's stupid powerful.
I still want Takumi. That's my weakness on my side right now is my archer.
Your archer, yeah. And
Niles is good for getting it super fast, but his damage output is real bad.
And Robin is my other 5-star, so I need my last slot to be a 5-star red of some sort. I kind of want a Lucina, to be honest, but I don't have
good, and I think she's plus dragons versus dragons.
But I don't have any version of Lucina, any rank at all. I haven't seen her at all, so I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna happen. I have a Crom that I could level up right now to a 5-star, but people are saying that's probably not a good idea, and you should just keep summoning. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
How are you getting orbs? Are you just replaying story missions over and over?
Yeah, I'm not done the story yet.
Okay.
Like I have,
he's not at the point where I was.
I'm going through Lunatic right now. So.
Oh right, you guys are doing all the different difficulties, right?
And I was close today to putting some money in. I'm not gonna.
No, don't do it.
I'm not. I didn't do it because when I went to go buy orbs, I was reminded. Oh right, these are like $2 Canadian an orb. That's not worth it at all. These are too expensive.
I feel like every time you're gonna put money into it, just go play Awakening.
Yeah, that's kind of it
put
too.
money into that one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's kind of it too. But man, I would kill for a red now, a good red. Maybe one day. My team's coming together though, and I've taken on the unfortunate task of trying to get a 3-star Olivia up to 4-star, and I forgot how fucking much it sucks leveling a 3-star at all because they die to like everything. It's real bad. It's been really bad.
Why aren't you doing the training stages then?
I have been. That's how bad it's been. She's been getting one shot by her first 6 levels. The only thing she got was SP, like ranked up or leveled up. She didn't get health, strength. She got nothing. It was so bad. I thought my game
Olivia's
was broken.
The dancer, right?
Yeah, I want a dancer, and
Dancers are cool.
Dude, getting an extra turn rules.
Yeah,
it really helps.
Yeah, so I'm trying to level her up, and it's the worst thing. She's finally at level 17, so I'm almost at the point where I can rake her up, and like leveling up.
I'm surprised you just didn't have any like crystals lying around that you could just pour into her and level her up super fast.
You're right, I probably should do that. But at the same time, I was at work training somebody, quote unquote, so I was just kind of on my phone all day anyway. Maybe I'll do that now. Well, how's Fire Emblem Heroes going for you, John?
Still at the same. Well, I'm at an interesting spot now. I'm basically stuck. So the only thing I can do is level up characters. But like my main party, 3 of my 4 characters are at max level. Azura, my singer, she's got 4 levels to go before she's at max, or 5, something like that. I have 5 stages of the story left to do on Insane, or whatever the last difficulty is called. I've suddenly forgotten the name of it.
Lunatic?
Lunatic, thank you. And I can't do them. My team is just not either well prepared for it, or we just get destroyed immediately. And every mission I have left is what's called a gold star, which means that you fight 5 characters and they're all level 40.
Yeah.
And any strategy I've tried, just my team gets wiped. And since it takes about 20 stamina to attempt those, I only get 2 attempts at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's rough.
Looks like you gotta drop a couple bucks and recharge that stamina.
No, I got plenty of stamina recharges left. I just don't want to use them towards that because it's stupid.
Yeah.
What are you saving them for?
I'm just in case a new event comes up, in case I want to level up some characters, in case I got time to kill.
Like he's on a plane for like 3 hours or something.
No, that doesn't work because you need an internet connection.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Well, you can get Wi-Fi on planes.
Just drop a few bucks to get Wi-Fi to play Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yeah. Exactly. And then while you're at it, why don't you drop a few bucks on orbs so you can get some new heroes to level up while you're in the sky?
Slope.
Yeah.
just a few bucks, just a couple bucks.
Yeah, just a few bucks. Man, it would be nice if you could trade. I would totally give you my second Takumi, who is now level 20, because he's been leveling up with my other characters.
Could you really use that right now? So, yeah, I did a pull on the new banner. Got almost all characters I already had that were all 3 stars. I got 4 3 stars and 1 4-star I didn't have before, which was the mage from Awakening that you have not found yet. I'll leave her name out in case you don't know who she is.
I mean, you can tell me. I've looked up tier lists. I know who's in this game.
Oh, okay. Why am I blanking on her name? She's the girl in the bikini. I don't remember her name right now. The chat will have it by the time it matters.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks because like now I have to wait because I don't have any missions I can do. I am basically just waiting for the daily bonuses to drop so I can get enough orbs to do another pull, and I don't want to drop the money. Tharja, that's who it is. Tharja, thanks.
Yes. Okay. I've heard that name before, so cool.
Yeah. So like I'm just stuck with a bunch of 4s, and now I'm just in a position where I'm like, who do I want to level up to 5 when I get enough feathers? Because in like a couple days, once the next arena rounds are done, I should be close to having enough.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, who do I pull the trigger on? Do I wait and see if there's someone better? Do I up my archer so I have a better archer overall? Because I doubt I'm going to get Takumi anytime soon. But if I do get Takumi, then I've wasted those feathers.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem with the feathers is there's no good way to get them. Like at all.
Well, the arena's the only way, and it still takes a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, here, let me look at the weighing of arena for those who don't know anything about heroes here. So to get a 4-star character to 5-star, which is the max level, takes 20,000 feathers, and you also need 20 of a specific badge according to the color of the character you want to upgrade. Currently, I'm sitting at 15,220. What the?
What?
One of my characters just is talking to me out of nowhere. She's like, I'm getting like major plot. Like she's like, I think you're as precious to me as the breeze that blows across the open plains of Sake. Oh my, pay no mind to me, but please know that I'm always here for you. All right.
Join us, Summoner Proton John.
Yeah, she's just like, I didn't even click on anything. I turned on the game. She's like, here's some exposition for you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you've helped us through all this.
Cool. Hanging out with your anime girlfriend.
Yep,
yeah, exactly.
The waifu.
So I have 15,000 feathers out of 20,000, and that's only because the game gave out 10,000 feathers to people.
Yeah.
Within the first week or two.
Yep.
Otherwise, when you do arena, the most you can get, a normal player will probably get, if they're doing real good, they'll get their max offense bonus, which is 1,600. Defense bonus, which I believe is 500. And then the only way after that is to get a high rank. If you can get in the high ranks, like first place in the rank gets an extra 5,000. But to get a high score, you need specific characters. And the only way to get most of those characters, unless you're leveling up the starter characters the game gives you, is to do polls.
Yep.
So, ironically, like they want you to put more money into doing polls so you can get more feathers to get more characters to level up. And arena takes about a week. I was going to say 3 days left in this current season. So basically, on average, assuming you're not getting any rank, you're getting 2,000 feathers a week. And you get, I think, 20 every day you turn on the game.
Yes.
So 2,000, it's just
It's
slow.
fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
But they also want you to put money in and do the polls anyway, so it makes sense that it's slow. It just sucks for those who are
Welcome
not
to the dark, not so secret of Fire Emblem Heroes.
Right.
Oh, Comet says if you got them to level 45 star, they do that. Okay, so that's what that is.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because that was Lynn, and I got her at level 40, so.
I pulled one of those new characters today as well.
Oh, yeah, you got one of the banner characters. So that means you can actually get, like, a bunch of... There's one of the missions for the Paralog is actually a bunch of badges.
Yep, I did those already. And his quest or whatever is to kill 5 dudes, or to, like, knock them out or whatever. And I got that as well.
Yeah, and that's super easy.
So when I pulled him, a bunch of people were saying, yeah, too bad he sucks. Are you guys, like, fucking high? He's one of, like, the better ones that I've pulled in the last while. He's pretty good. But apparently it's because he's not good for, like, top arena. Like, his skills aren't good against other players or whatever, because a lot of people are running
What
Marth.
are his skills?
I could tell you in 2 seconds here. People were saying it's because a lot of people in arena are running Marth, and he's no good against Marth. So I was like, oh, okay. but I like him, so fuck y'all.
How is he? Oh, if he's no good. Oh, right, because he's a spear character. Then that would explain. No,
Yeah.
wait, Martha's sword character.
Yeah, this is what I'm
Cunningham's.
wondering. Okay, so he has threatened defense 3, inflicts def 5 on foes with 2 spaces through their next actions at the start of each turn. Seal def 3 after combat, foe suffers def 7 or negative 7 through its next action. And
Jeez.
Moonbow
For defense, that's pretty big.
yeah, and Moonbow resolve combat as if foe suffered def/res negative 30%.
Yeah, that's a little eh.
Yeah, I mean that's not great, but I like those. I like Seal Def 3 and Threaten Def 3. Those are dope. So I don't know. I'm just wondering if people are being high.
The problem is you're gonna get people that are like trying to min-max the game, and in
Sure.
a lot of situations you can win if you have 5 stars if you're just smart with your strategizing.
Sure.
It doesn't matter like if they've got character advantage because the AI controls the arena characters and they're not always smart. I've won some fights I should not have won because I've just been like, all right, I have lured the AI into the worst possible space they could be in. Now I can just open fire on them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you're playing the min-max game, then that's just gonna be how it is. Yeah.
But these characters like just came out. How do people already know that they're the worst ever? People are just being assholes right now. That's
People
all
are
it is.
spending money. People have spent
You're
money,
right.
probably.
They are spending money. And they're so
guys.
mad. Yeah.
Guys, we got to move on from heroes.
Do we?
No, we don't.
I hate,
No, we don't.
I hate to be that guy.
I mean, that was the transition to, like, John, what else have you been
Yeah,
playing?
John,
my
have you been
games
playing
now.
anything else?
Yakuza Zero. I'm
All
back
right,
to that.
Tell us about Yakuza Zero.
I got to the second character in the game. He's very different. It's very interesting, actually. He is in a completely different town, so I've got another town straight up that I can explore around. His main theme is that he's running like the equivalent of a casino. I believe it's actually just a cabaret, essentially, like a girls' place. So like people come in, like girl hostesses, like serve them drinks and stuff like that, and get them to spend all their money. So you can do all this gambling now. So I can play like blackjack, poker, whatever I want. I can play all these other games, and just there's different stuff in
Can you
general.
play
compared to the other
pachinko?
guy. I have not encountered pachinko yet. Surprisingly, I don't think it even may
great.
be in the game at this rate. There's shogi and there's mahjong, and there's stuff like that. But
Okay.
he's a more interesting character because he can actually send people out on missions to find materials, and he can like make more weapons for him to use that he can just store. He also, one of his fighting styles is literally just using a bat and beating the shit out of people. Like he uses it like nunchucks. It's great.
That's pretty good.
And the first thing the game had me do was pretend to be, as a side story, pretend to be this random girl's boyfriend, because she told her father that she had a boyfriend that looked strikingly like him, and they hadn't met before. So she just walked up and asked him to be her boyfriend and like fake date because like her dad was here to visit to meet him. And just
Okay.
like all these weird side quests like that. It's been really good.
How many hours into this game are you?
8, 10.
Okay.
I don't remember because like there's all the side stuff you can do too. Like I went on a side quest mission as the other character for one day, and I ended up going to karaoke and singing all the songs. I ended up going to the discotheque and doing a bunch of dances and dance offs.
Nice.
I didn't do enough of them apparently because there's some girl, like when I beat one of the characters in the dance off, there's this girl in the background is like, he's pretty good, but he's not good enough to beat me yet. And then like the camera cuts away and it's just like to be continued style. It's like, okay, guess I'm gonna have to do another dance off mission at some point.
Nice.
Also, apparently, like a bunch of the old Yakuza games have been reprinted now, so you can
Yeah.
actually get them and do the story. Yeah, Yakuza 1, 2, 3, and 4 all got reprinted, and that's good because Yakuza 2 was going for about $130 Canadian. Now you can get it for 50,
Yeah,
brand new.
that's good.
So, yeah. So I've got those on order. The
Nice.
ones I'm missing. Yeah, I'm still really into Yakuza. Other than that, I did another game clearing stream last night, and I beat Alien Soldier and Vector Man.
Oh, fucking Vector, man. All right.
So Vector Man, I'm actually playing right now again, because I beat it on normal, on the stream, and I was like, I wonder if I can beat it on hard. It doesn't seem like it's that different. I start with one less hit point, and everyone attacks more often. But Vectorman has this weird mechanic I don't think I was aware of as a kid. You can pick up multipliers, and I thought they were just score multipliers or whatever. No, they multiply everything you pick up, including 1-ups.
Oh,
Nice.
weird.
So you can find a times 10 multiplier and run to the other end of a stage and grab a 1-up, and you've got 10 lives. And there's a couple stages
weird.
you can pull that off in. So like I'm 2 stages from the end of the game right now, and I have 17 lives. So yeah, it's real cool. The other thing is I found out, I was really bummed out last night. I have 2 copies of Vectorman. I have the one that I'm playing now, and I have a one I had for a while, but it didn't work.
That is a bummer. Oh.
Fuck off, Sean. So this one copy, the original copy I had, didn't work, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll pick up another one as replacement, but maybe when I get the pieces, I'll try to fix it. So I popped it open on stream last night and found out that the actual chip the game is kept on was fried. So like
I was expecting it was going to be like popped open the game and it was just full of spiders.
Full of spiders?
Which that would suck.
That would suck. You are right.
So, it could always be worse.
Got a point.
I guess that I didn't think of it that way. But yeah,
silver lining. At least it's not full of spiders.
True.
But yeah, great platforming game. Weird 3D style. Tries to be like Donkey Kong Country. It's like the Genesis equivalent of it. Doesn't quite hit it. Weirdly challenging at times. Weirdly unfair at times, but still really fun. Really enjoyed playing it. Once we figured out the trick to the final boss, he was easy compared to like other bosses in the game, so it was a little strange. But yeah, recommend it. But what I really do recommend is Alien Soldier.
Yeah.
This is another game made by Treasure. It did not technically come out in North America. It was only available on the Sega channel over here.
Yeah,
which was
man.
The weird
I
download
had
service
that
for the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically just a game of boss fights.
Okay.
And it's like a weird, like quick action, like shooter game. Like you have a character who can like dash around the screen. You can choose up to 6 different styles of guns, and you can equip 4 of them at a time. You just have to like balance your health. You can parry bullets that are shot at you, and that's how you regain your health.
It sounds like what was that game I was playing a few weeks ago? It was on PlayStation Plus. It's just boss fight after boss fight.
Oh, shoot! I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's
Fury?
No, Fury.
Yeah, Fury.
Yep.
Yeah. It sounds a lot like Fury. You should try Fury out.
It might be like based on that, or it might be like an homage. But yeah, Alien Soldier, real good, real fast paced. Really hard to get used to the controls though. To switch weapons, which is the biggest complaint I have, you had to tap the A button, and then a menu would slowly expand around you, and then you would hit left or right to switch what you want. So you can't move or dodge during this.
But the game's not paused?
No.
Okay.
So you have about 3 or 4 seconds. You have to waste your time switching weapons before you get shot. So you have to like wisely choose when to switch. It's a little weird. It's like because if it was just tap the A button to switch in one direction, it'd be great, and that would just be my only complaint gone. But yeah, other than that, real good. Some bosses are bullshit. There's one boss where you're on a boat, but the boat doesn't take up all of the stage. So when you hit left or right, the boat also moves left or right, but it doesn't quite match your movement. If you get thrown off the boat into the water, you'll like bounce back up. But if you hold the direction that the boat is, it'll actually drive away from you before you get on it, and then you'll fall back in the water. So you have to remember to like drive the boat while you're also trying to recover, and like also do that with dodging the boss and stuff like that. It's really cool. It comes in 2 difficulties: super easy and super hard.
Nice.
And that's all I played.
John, what have you been playing?
Yeah, I've been playing Halo Wars 2.
On this channel, like an hour or 2 ago or whenever.
Yeah, I streamed a little bit of it.
Yeah.
You may have seen the screenshot.
Yeah. That game comes out next week, or tomorrow if you have the Ultimate Edition, kind of like how they did for Forza Horizon 3 and
right.
Gears.
Maybe Gears. Did they for Gears? Okay.
Yeah, it definitely did.
That's more Halo Wars. You hit the right bumper to say local units. You double tap the right bumper, and it says all units.
Okay. Yep.
It's an RTS that you're playing with a controller, which is very difficult. I don't know if it has.
I'm surprised this got a sequel. If you want me to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. But
Yeah,
well, you know what?
Apparently, Halo Wars got a definitive edition release as well.
Yeah, it comes with Ultimate Edition. So I that's the code I was given. So I have that as well.
Okay.
Or not that I really plan to play that. I'm actually not surprised it got a sequel. It has Halo in the title, so I'm sure it sold just fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of buggy. I've had a lot of weird like cutscene errors, and I don't know if this is a Halo Wars 2 issue or an Xbox issue, but John, you know how the Xbox does like the kind of save state, and you can turn the system on, and it'll be right back where you were.
Mm-hmm.
That won't work. Every time I try that with Halo Wars 2, it somehow like slows the game down entirely. And like I kind of just wish it would just crash the game or something. Like it just can't handle that. So I always have to restart that mission. Weird. Yeah. So again, I don't know if it's like an Xbox issue.
That sounds more like it's a Halo Wars 2 issue than anything.
Probably. This game's not out yet, so maybe they're still finalizing stuff like that. But it's fun. There's a good mix between like kind of like slow paced levels where you're like following a small unit around and like holding a fort versus like expanding out and splitting your army and stuff. But again, it's getting to some stages where I'm getting attacked on like several fronts, and it's like, man, I really need to split my team, but it's annoying. Like local units is just not good enough, and they have like a hold down A to like wipe over the units you want to use. But again, it's a controller, so you're never getting quite the precision you want.
Here's a question for you: How many RTSs have you really played? Like, how often do you play the genre?
I don't play a ton of RTSs for sure. But I think that kind of adds to my point that I'm wishing I had a mouse and keyboard for this kind of stuff. Someone who doesn't really like playing games with a mouse and keyboard.
Maybe.
So there's that point to it.
Sure.
I'm sure if I played a ton more RTSs, maybe this wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, I don't deny that controller RTS is weird. So
that's what I was gonna say. I feel like at the same time, if I was someone who played a lot of RTSs, they would just see these issues as like larger. Like they would like it less. But yeah, so Halo Wars 2 comes out. I'm gonna be playing it. I haven't played a ton of it so far. I'm only on. Actually, don't know what I'm on, but I've put about 4 hours into it, 4 or 5 hours. So I'll be playing that throughout the weekend coming up.
Are you reviewing it, or are you just playing it?
I'm reviewing it.
Yeah.
So there'll be
so there's the fun right there.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, reviewing games doesn't take out the fun. Just putting that out there.
I don't know. I remember your reaction to Hyrule Warriors. I feel like you could have had way more fun if you weren't reviewing it.
You're right. That was probably my issue with Hyrule.
That was it. That was the one issue.
Also, for every game I've ever given a low score for, that was probably the issue.
Yeah.
In talking about streaming it, so streaming it from the Xbox, and I wanted to stream it like right away when I sat down, but it had like a 3 gig update it needed to do. So I was like, okay, well, I'll play some Berseria. Let's stream that because I'm already in a streaming mood.
Sure.
Apparently, that entire game is blocked from PlayStation streaming.
Yeah, I figured they do that.
So for like 5
Namco is really weird about any online.
It was just this weird blue 5 icon jumping up and down thing. Yep. People could hear me talk, but nothing about the game, which is nuts. Like, what? Like, I hate you, Capcom. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, what do you mean Capcom?
Sorry, not Capcom. Didn't you guys just mention Capcom?
No, back when we talked about Resident Evil.
Okay, I thought I heard you guys say Capcom, which put Capcom in my head.
I said Namco.
Namco. Sorry, I heard Capcom. You're right, because it's not Capcom. But either way, that's just a bummer.
Yeah,
like
they're shitty about that. They're real shitty about that stuff.
Yeah, like they used to take down like playthroughs on YouTube of other Tales games and stuff like that. So I'm surprised, or not surprised rather, that they blocked it from streaming.
And that game does have like preset things where it's like you can't record anything during these times, and it's usually like major cutscenes.
Yeah.
But that's different from the broadcasting thing. The broadcasting is just no.
Yeah.
From what I understand. So that's
Namco are weird like
that's
that.
annoying.
There have been like pictures that people have received from the media that they've like posted where it's just the letter they send with the game saying you're not allowed to show like this part, this part, this part, or this part, or the start menu. You're not allowed to show the options. Like, they are real shitty about that stuff, so it doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, I mean, I get that kind of stuff when I get pre-released stuff, right?
Right, but what they don't allow you to show is the game, essentially.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
Everything else has always been like, feel free after this date to do whatever you want.
Sure.
And there's never been anything like hard coded into the system to be like, not happening.
Yeah.
So that was a bummer. But anyway.
What a time to be alive.
Just to catch up, I'm still playing Dual Destinies on my phone.
Okay.
That game turns out is longer than all the other Ace Attorney games.
Okay.
I was looking
Really? Because Apollo Justice felt really long to begin with, so that's a bit of a shocker there.
So I was looking at this earlier this week on how long to beat. Let me get it up real quick. Ace Attorney. So Dual Destinies is average 26 hours. Apollo Justice is 19 and a half.
Oh, never mind then.
And putting it in context, the first Phoenix Wright is 17 hours. The second is 17, and the third is 20. So this is the longest one. And then get this: the next one, Spirit of Justice, is 34 hours.
What?
Oh.
It's almost twice as long as your average Ace Attorney game.
That's
kind of
so
amazing.
easy.
I guess that's good. Like, you get twice as much. But yeah, this one's also pretty meaty by a solid 6 to 8 hours compared to what you're used to. Is Miles Edgeworth on?
Like
Even Miles Edgeworth was 22. That was the most recent, longest one. Was Miles Edgeworth. Anyway, just catch people up. I'm on mission 5, and I believe there's 6 in this game, not including DLC.
Oh, that's the thing too. If there's 6 missions, and that's why most Phoenix Wrights.
Well,
are
actually,
5.
1 or 2 of them are pretty short compared to your usual one, but they're still long overall. So I don't know. This one's interesting though. I'm definitely enjoying it. And
as long as you're enjoying it, that's the important thing.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm not complaining about the length for sure. And I need this to last a while because Spirit of Justice needs to come out on iPhone, and that's not even announced. So
yeah.
And then apart from that, I played some Pokemon Go because I hate myself.
Yeah.
And because there were new Pokemon added today.
Yep. They sent out the Pokemon today. So why don't we just kind of go into news with this?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, news time. It was announced
breaking news: Pokemon Go actually has content.
Yeah. This was earlier this week. It was Wednesday or Tuesday. They were it's coming. We're gonna add all the rest of Gen 2. Well, not the rest, most of Gen 2, because the legendaries aren't there. I'm assuming some other ones aren't there. I haven't seen a full rundown. But it was cool. I'm looking forward to playing these. And then I don't know, sometime around 3:00 today, they released them. You got 80 new Pokemon, and turning that game on and seeing a new Pokemon just sitting right there was great. And here's another thing: the servers were awful again, and you get all this great nostalgia from that first week you were playing Pokemon Go when you couldn't play that game, and it was all right, we're back.
Oh yeah.
It's the experience I was missing.
I mean, I have that nostalgia, man, because when I booted up Pokemon Go, I started at level 1. It didn't save any of my shit.
Ooh.
That sucks. I don't know why that happened.
So I actually just uninstalled it again, because fuck that.
Meanwhile, I turned it on today and it ran perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Apparently the server issues had been fixed when I turned it back on.
It's after about an hour or two, the server was stabilized. I was on it within 10 minutes of people announcing it's up. So that's probably easily when it was getting hit the hardest. But it is really cool to see so many new Pokemon again. I love that. But at the same time, I know this is just a trick, and this game is gonna just slap me in a few weeks again, and I'm gonna be sad, wishing there was more. and like,
Yep.
this is an abusive relationship I'm in.
Yes.
But I just can't quit Pokemon Go for whatever reason. I just can't. Yeah, I got a Ladyball and I got a Sentret.
Oh man,
Spinner.
Nice.
I got a Chikorita. There was a Chikorita right there.
Nice.
Awesome.
pretty good.
Got a
Yeah.
Murkrow. Look at all these Pokemon. It was great. So I'll just run through. Here's all the new stuff. So the new Pokemon. There's now genders. The genders for the Pokemon, and some Pokemon will look slightly different based on their gender.
Now, I was wondering if they were going to add in breeds or if they were or breeding rather.
Nothing with breeding. But male Gyarados will have blue whiskers.
Ooh.
Great.
There you go, just as good, right?
No.
There's new berries that do stuff.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly what they do.
One doubles the amount of candy you get if you catch the Pokemon on that throw. And
so
the other
then-
one slows down the Pokemon, so it's
They don't-
easier to figure out their movement or something like that, or so they dodge less.
I guess so they dodge less because I don't really know what that means. You can customize your character a bit more. So I took off my dude's hat and socks.
Ooh, socks.
Nice.
Ooh.
You can take off his shoes if you want.
Oh shit.
There you
Walk
go.
around the world barefoot.
I can't handle all these changes. This isn't the
Guess
Pokemon I
there's a
know.
new
Too much.
night mode. I didn't know that, and
There's a
my
what?
thing looks like the old night mode map.
There was always a night mode.
No, I guess there's a new night mode map.
They changed the music too. I noticed a bunch of the songs are
Counter
different.
music's different. Yeah. Let's see. Added bonus candies for catching evolved Pokemon, some Apple Watch stability, some bug fixes, and minor text updates.
Good. I would have been really upset if they had dropped that.
Yeah. I mean, did the app really get updated if they didn't do some minor text fixes? Also, you can upgrade Pokemon through like holding stuff like Metal Coat for your Scyther and all that. Anyways, yeah, Pokemon.
Cool.
So I'm going to be playing that again for a bit, trying to catch some more Pokemon, having some fun.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, rest of news. There's actually some good news this week.
Yeah.
Greenlight, everyone's favorite early access program in Steam, is being shut down.
Thank Christ. Yeah.
Sort of.
Say that, Paul.
Because Greenlight is a fucking cancer on an already badly moderated storefront.
Yeah, so people don't know, Greenlight was basically like the crowd-funded like voting system to get like small, early in development games up on Steam people could play.
Yes.
I didn't spend a lot of time with Greenlight. What were your issues, Paul?
Pretty much that it was one of those things that say like, I'm just going to throw a name out here, like PewDiePie, right? Say like he has a buddy that made a game. That game is going to be on the Steam store through Greenlight because his friend can
It was way
promote
too easy to it was
that's
way too
what-
easy to get people to get their games on there.
Totally. Yeah, way too easy. And then the good stuff never got seen anyways because nobody it was as bad as the Steam store page, but for indies and nobody ever checked it anyway. It was fucking trash. It's the worst idea. It was basically Steam's way of saying, there's a lot of good games out there. Why don't you guys tell us what we should sell? That's the dumbest fucking thing.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
if you
Makes
can
sense on
trust
paper.
people. I don't know.
Anyway,
I
that's being
hated
shut
Greenlight.
down. So,
Also, I talked
no
to a
more
lot of devs when Greenlight started, because that's when I was doing a lot of the Indie Talks podcast stuff. And devs, even themselves, were all saying Greenlight is like so important for like our business plan that we like would rush some stuff out sometimes just so we could start promoting and stuff, because like it's the easy way to get on Steam for a lot of the smaller ones. And like shit like that's gross. Like, I don't know. A lot of them didn't like it either, because a lot of devs just like making games. They don't like the weird promotion and like trying to get a bunch of people on Twitter to click this link and give their game a vote up on Steam. They don't like that shit. So,
And the worst part was they still had to give them money regardless to Steam, that is.
Yeah.
So like Greenlight wasn't free. Now what is they're replacing it with? They announced it and apparently like it's more expensive.
Yes. Great. Well, that not necessarily. So it's getting replaced with Steam Direct, which is supposed to launch in the spring of this year. And there'll be an application fee that has not been decided yet. Developer feedback.
Why is it not? I thought it had already been announced.
Not the article I'm looking at.
I heard something like $5,000, but I guess that was just
developer feedback has apparently suggested anything from 100, the current Greenlight submission, and $5,000.
Okay, that's probably where
from. It seems like they're still trying to see if like raising it would make less garbage go in there, right? It would be harder. It would curate a bit of itself,
right?
But I'm sure there's tons of developers that like, no, I cannot put $5,000 to get my game on there.
Oh,
I won't make it back.
No, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
but I mean, is that an issue? Like,
yeah,
why doesn't that person then go to GOG or Itch.io?
No,
I mean, Steam's totally the biggest market, no matter what.
That's the thing. Steam's the biggest market, which that's not the best thing either. You know what I mean? Like, Steam has made this monopoly on this.
I kind of don't mind this.
It kind of puts developers in a hole.
I kind of don't mind it though, because Steam is the biggest market. Let's find a way to make sure that like 10 million people don't add their shitty little game to a thing with already 100 million games on it. Like, let's find a way to shut some of these people out. I get it, but I don't know, man.
So I'm gonna read a bit more of this article.
I don't like this stuff.
To get a game on Steam Direct, developers will need to complete a set of digital paperwork, personal or company verification, and tax documents similar to the process of applying for a bank account. Then they'll pay an application fee for each game, which is intended to decrease the noise in the submission pipeline.
Right. I think, is this a response directly to Digital Homicide and how they fucked everything up, do you think?
I don't know what you're referencing.
Refresh everyone on that.
Yeah, Digital Homicide is the company that shoveled Unity asset games out that barely worked onto the Steam page onto Steam because they had like a working relationship with Steam. And they're specifically the company that said people that don't like our game in these Steam reviews are slandering us. Valve, we want a list of everybody who gives us bad reviews.
Oh, these
so
are the guys
we can
that got in
sue
a fight
them.
with Jim Sterling, isn't
and
it?
Jim Sterling and every reviewer.
Right, okay, now I remember this.
They're the garbage company.
I don't know if it's a direct response to that. I bet several people did this, and I bet that's just one of the reasons. You know what I mean?
That was a big one, though. Like, that was a huge deal. Steam actually had to put out, or Valve had to put out a thing saying we're not working with them anymore and delete them from delete all ties with them. That was a big deal.
I mean, if this does slow down just like the garbage that gets put on Steam, like the complete broken stuff, and makes people a bit more accountable, like you're gonna have to go through a lot more hoops to get your game on Steam. But if you're like dedicated to your game, you'll do that.
I don't know. I think it still sucks for like small companies. For big companies, who gives a shit? It's fine.
No, you're right.
It's the small companies that are going to suffer from this.
At the end of the day,
but I mean, there are other marketplaces like Itch.io is a great service.
Mm-hmm. GOG,
and maybe
is really
maybe this is a time for Itch.io and GOG to step up further and double down on those smaller.
You're totally right.
This
is their chance. They need to be the leaders on this.
Yep, for sure.
So, see where this goes.
Also, Steam kind of just needs to like suck it up and hire people to curate their store page, because like it's fucked, man. Like, they need to do something here. But yeah, I would like to see GOG start.
I mean, can't you become a Steam curator and make a curator page? Wasn't that a thing?
That's not the same.
Yeah, it's nowhere near the same.
Okay, he knows. That shit-eating grin shows that he was making a joke.
God.
Yeah. Speaking of games you can buy on the internet, Humble's doing some real cool stuff right now.
Oh, yeah.
The big one is their Freedom Bundle.
Yeah.
Which might just be the best bundle they've ever put together.
Oh, I wouldn't. I don't know about that. It's their biggest.
It's a pretty good bundle. Let's be real, though.
Their indie bundles were really good and well curated. This is kind of just everything. Like, it's big. I don't know.
Yeah, so you have to pay at least $30. But yeah, it's kind of, at the moment there's like 50 games on here.
Yeah.
It seems every couple days they're adding a few more. The games and books are on here.
I was gonna say they're not all
They
games on here, but yeah.
Yeah, they're not all games. A lot of them are like digital books or audio books, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Programs, whatnot. Some of the games have run out. I guess they only got a certain number of Steam keys, but that's like for Super Meat Boy, which who doesn't own 8,000 keys for Super Meat Boy at this point?
I mean, I don't, because I stopped buying it when I had it. So.
But and a lot of the ones where they have run out, it's just Steam keys. You can still get like a DRM free key and stuff like that. Actually,
sure.
Not all of them. Subnautica Early Access is now sold out for new customers. So you are missing like 2 or 3 from here. But regardless, it's a huge collection of games.
Oh, they added 2064 read-only memories. That's a dope game.
I think that was already there, because when I looked on it the first day it was out, I saw it there.
I believe that was one of the first.
It could be.
Yeah. But like Mini Metro was added, which I highly recommend.
I think that was also there day one. So.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think that was there.
Yep.
No, it was.
100% confirmed.
Who downloaded day one and streamed it.
Oh, okay. Mini Metro's great, guys.
I'll tell you, my first world problem is I own too many of these that $30 isn't actually worth it.
That's also when I looked at it. It was like I've played most of these and I own a lot of them.
Yeah.
And then the ones I don't own, it's like I'm not that interested in them. But for people out there, here's the announcement.
Totally. Sure.
I mean, it's also for a good cause, which is the other thing. So
for sure, everything's going to charity this time.
Go to the ACLU.
And hopefully we matched 300,000 of it to go to the ACLU and other companies.
That's right. There's like 3 charities on this one, I think.
Yeah. So we're the ACLU, the IRC, and the MSF.
Oh man, I love IRC.
They've already got over 4 million, so they're definitely doing that and all that. But anyway, that's a huge bundle. And then just a small thing that I just wanted to point out is on the Humble Store, they're selling a Tales of bundle right now that I think is a pretty good deal. So for this is American, obviously, it's like $66. You get Berseria, which that game is basically 60 on its own. Zestiria and Symphonia. I just wanted to point that out. That's a great bundle too. But
isn't Berseria like the one that came out 2 weeks ago, or like whenever Resident Evil 7 came out? Yeah,
I've been playing. So that's the latest one.
Yep.
Symphonia. I mean, you can probably get that game for a song at this point, but it's still one of the best Tales of games.
I mean, I bought Symphonia for $5, so yeah, exactly, it's cheap.
But just for these other ones and getting them all, this is for PC, by the way, obviously. That's a good deal. I want to point that out there for anyone interested in the Tales of games.
I want to throw one other thing out there. Sean on our Discord added a game exchange channel, so if you buy this bundle and you're part of the Discord and you have some extra codes, throw them in there and hand them out to people in the community.
A lot of the reasons. I was looking at this and I was like, I have a lot of the games, so if I buy them, what am I going to do with all these codes?
Honestly, I might buy this and just because I have, I think, all of these except for 3, so I'll just give out most of this shit, basically.
And yeah, we had this on the Steam group, people exchanging codes and stuff, but not as many people look at that as the Discord. So yeah, I added a new chat room or whatever, a new header.
A chat channel. There you
go, channel.
Yeah.
So if people want to put any codes they have extra, and then also if you use it, you should reply saying, "Hey, I used this one."
Yes.
So someone doesn't come in there a week later and try it out and oh crap, it already got used.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, or maybe edit your comment and cross it out or something this one's been used already or something like that. But yeah, just spread some of the love to the rest of the community here.
Yeah, for sure.
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is coming out June 30th.
Oh, the date was announced already? I thought that was tomorrow it was getting announced.
I saw a tweet that said June 30th.
Yep.
Well, me too. In that case, then yeah, I guess I got the date wrong. Cool.
Yeah, my birthday actually. So there you go.
There you go.
Birthday present.
Birthday. Here's Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so stoked actually. It's really good.
That remake looks real good.
Yeah, it does.
It looks real nice if you've seen screenshots.
I like Crash Bandicoot games though. I grew up with them, so I'm in. They don't have to. They could have put out on the PSN the original games again, and I probably would have got them at some point.
What company is actually doing the remake? Does anyone know?
No idea.
I know Activision's publishing because they own the rights to Crash right now.
I'll see if I can figure it out here, I guess.
I think they do. I think they bought the rights because he was in Skylanders. I remember that.
While Paul's looking at that, some of the bigger news from this week, I think this came out on Monday. Zelda Breath of the Wild is getting a season pass.
Mhm.
Vicarious Visions.
Real? They still exist?
Apparently.
Damn. Thought Vicarious Visions have been gone out of business ages ago.
Yep.
So expansion pass. Sorry, I shouldn't. I guess it's not a season pass. It's technically the expansion pass. It's $20, and there's going to be 2 components to it, which you can't buy them separately, which kind of seems like a bummer because one of the components seems kind of lame, and the second one is actually seems interesting. So I'll just read through the little press thing that Nintendo sent out. Starting when the game launches on March 3rd, players will be able to purchase an expansion pass for $19.99, granting access to 2 new sets of downloadable content for the game when they become available later this year.
Okay.
Immediately upon pre-purchase or purchase of the expansion pass, 3 new treasure chests will appear in the game's Great Plateau area.
Okay.
One of these treasure chests will contain a shirt with a Nintendo Switch logo that Link can wear during his adventure.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Let's Ubisoft this shit up. Why
it's,
not?
It's just a freebie, basically.
Yeah,
What the fuck
I'm
not?
in.
Next will be a purple Twitch shirt. No,
That's
not
probably
true.
going to be like a Twitch Prime thing. I can see it happening.
Yeah,
for
sure.
sure.
Right. That'll be the Link can wear during his adventure, exclusive to the expansion pass. So $20 right there. The other 2 will deliver useful items.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. How is that not
The
useful?
first content pack.
You gotta have a shirt.
The first content pack is scheduled to launch this summer, so get hype for that Switch shirt this summer.
No, you get
and
the shirt right away.
Yeah.
March 3rd.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you get the shirt right away just for purchasing it. And hang on, and the 2 useful items. Don't.
Oh,
don't
you're
knock
right.
those.
Can't poo-poo those.
Right.
Yeah. So sorry. So this summer, you'll be getting the Cave of Trials Challenge, a new hard mode, and a new feature for the in-game map.
Okay. Sure.
So you get a new hard mode, the Cave of Trials, and an upgrade to the map.
Okay. Sure. That's fine.
Yep. The second content pack will launch Holiday 2017 and adds new challenges that will let players enjoy a new dungeon and a new original story. The extended pass will be available. Blah blah.
So
blah,
an
blah,
actual expansion, basically.
for the Nintendo Switch and the Wii U game. So it's coming to Wii U as well.
Right.
So and you can't buy them separately. You have to buy the whole thing at once for the $20, which it sounds like that
That's
new dungeon and
fair.
story. That sounds great.
I mean, that's fair. It's $20. That's like, I don't know, man. See, some season passes I've seen are like 60 to 80, like $20.
Yeah, it's definitely not the worst season pass. It's definitely not the worst.
2 pieces
But
of content
so many
for
people-
sure. Like,
But
sure.
so many people are real upset about this. Like,
Yeah.
number one, because they announced it before the game's out, which it's not the first time a company's done that, and it won't be the last.
I mean, it's kind of a shitty
and-
thing, but sure. Yeah.
And 2, a lot of people were like thinking, like, why are they keeping hard mode and Cave of Trials out as DLC? Why is that not like with the game?
Right.
And some people are forgetting, like, that's not the first time they've been DLC, and apparently, like, straight up they've said, like, this is a new difficulty. This is not the hard mode is still in the game, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
I think $20 is a bit much for a new dungeon, and that's the only thing I am interested.
Well,
in.
we also don't know the length of it. That's the
But
problem.
you get that shirt.
We're prejudging it.
Are we forgetting the
can't-
shirt?
I was forgetting the shirt,
Yeah.
and they should pay me to put that on Link.
I kind of, right? You're advertising their product in game. Yeah,
So wait, if you get the Wii U version, you still get the Switch shirt?
I hope so. I'll
Is
tell
this
you on March
constant
3rd.
Reminder of the console you don't have.
Yeah, I'll tell you March 3rd. I'll confirm it.
Okay. Anyway, so that's coming. Get excited.
It's
Amazon
weird,
has green
but good.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's fine. It's just one of those things that like Nintendo's usually behind the ball for like every other company. This is like
This is still behind the ball.
not
This is
real.
not new.
No, but like the fact that they're doing an expansion pass thing Like,
Yeah, so they caught up. They are now on par.
They're
with
starting to
everyone else.
catch up. But maybe
But it's
this
not
isn't
the first time, though.
Maybe
Like,
this isn't
they
the
did
first.
it with like Mario Kart, technically.
Yeah, they
Did
did with
they?
Mario Kart 8.
Okay. I don't care about
Yeah.
Mario Kart, so I don't.
And
I didn't
Smash
know.
had like group packs essentially.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Smash.
Okay, here's a small little thing. Amazon has greenlit a Costume Quest children's show.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I like Costume Quest. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch the first episode, see what it's like.
Yeah. Oh, there's actually like an actual link here too, like an actual press release and stuff, not just like NeoGAF talking out their ass again. Cool, man. Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's happening. And then last little thing is that Subset Games has announced their next game. For those who don't know, this is the developers behind FTL.
Mm-hmm.
Into the Breach looks like some kind of tactics robot battling game that at the end of the trailer references time travel.
Okay, sure.
Looks fine. But once again, this is the next game from the people who did FTL. So pay attention.
Yeah, it should be okay. I think.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I wish I could watch this, but I can't. So
I can't. Oh, right, because you're streaming now.
After I will.
All right, let's go on to the questions. We have so many. Let's try and answer these quick.
Yeah. We should start off with episode names.
Oh, okay. Well, right before that, while you're loading that up.
Yeah.
topdownperspective@gmail.com, @TDP Podcast on Twitter, Facebook group, Discord, John's P.O. Box are all great ways to send questions in.
And in fact, some people have done so.
Okay, let's do that right after the episode titles.
Yeah. I'm trying to find just a shout out to VGC Kenny. First of all, thank you for doing this. Second of all, you need to find a way to like separate these so I know where we left off and stuff, because they're coming in like every month. So I don't remember the last one we did. Okay. 2012.
Isn't it every 2 months?
I don't know. We'll know in a second here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this looks like 6 to 8 here. So yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. December 20th, 2016. We have to agree a hot dog is not a sandwich is the title. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talking about
So he wrote for context. Do I need to explain? A question about sandwiches came in. To make a long story short, it went downhill real fast.
That's accurate.
December 30th, 2016. Game of the Year 2016, Undertale is the title.
Yeah, that's referring to the letter that came in. Or the letters.
Letters.
I'm sure we all agree. So he wrote, context, I thought I wasn't going to do one for this episode, but damn it, Canadian dude forced my hand. Sending John submissions via P.O. Box. That was just all Undertale and news dating. Each letter is too good not to bring up in any capacity. Hats off to you. Your trolling knows no bounds. It's true. It's very true. January 5th, 2017. A tie isn't a win. This was me and Sean. John was gone for this one.
So that would explain why I have no idea on that one.
Do you remember, Paul?
Yep. We were talking about hockey.
Oh, you're right. You're right. And you had some like weird backwards thinking about
That's not backwards thinking. If you don't win the 2 points, you didn't win. A tie is not a win. You let the other team get a point.
Both teams get a point.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a win by the definition.
But you might not necessarily be competing against the other team is the thing you got to keep in mind.
What do you
mean?
Like,
what if you get a tie against a team who's lower ranked than you, and that 1 point shoves you up a rank?
Oh, sure. Like, if we're going to get into that technicality, we were talking about something I can't even remember. We weren't talking that specifically.
I just remember Paul's answer was really angry.
Yeah. Anyways, that's... Okay, let's see what he wrote for context. A hockey question came up. Paul explains belief that if you tie in a game and win in overtime, it shouldn't count as part of a continued winning streak. Right, the winning streak. That's what it was.
Yeah, because you're saying something like, if they got a single point on my team, that's not a win. You should destroy the other team.
No, you should win in your normal time. in regulation. That's a win.
This is
Going into
just
overtime is not a win. It's a tie. Your win
this
streak is
question
over.
gets a lot more interesting now that the Super Bowl happened.
I didn't actually see the Super Bowl, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I heard
Sorry, spoilers.
enough about it. Sure. Yeah. And all the conspiracies that came along with it. I don't know if John was here for this one either, but January 12th, 2017. Yeah, you would have been back, I think.
Should have been.
He's gonna say "Make America Great Again" is the title.
I remember this one.
I don't.
This was in Breath of the Wild. Link turns to the camera and says, "Make America Great Again."
Yeah, okay.
At the end of the game, 4
Yeah,
more
yeah.
years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember this now.
I remember that because it was super funny. I was thinking about that earlier today.
Oh, okay. Sure. His context is Link gets to finally speak at the end of Breath of the Wild, and this is what he says.
I forgot that was the first time he had dialogue too.
So good. So good. January 19th, 2017. You shouldn't have been greedy for those reward points. I have no fucking idea.
This is when I tried to pre-order a Switch on Best Buy, and by taking my time typing in the code, it wouldn't. I got lost.
Oh, okay.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
Did you got one in person though, right?
Yeah, I went to a store and had no problem getting a pre-order.
Okay.
All right. His context, John tried to pre-order a Switch from Best Buy, but after he typed his reward card number, he was informed they sold out. Sean then pointed out what is clearly John's greatest downfall in this whole scheme. Clearly. January 26, 2017. The chicken becomes your real estate manager.
Yakuza Zero.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yakuza Zero.
Context in Yakuza Zero. After you bowl to win a chicken, you promote them to the rank of real estate manager because that's Yakuza. You did mention this before John started playing it. Okay, February 2nd, 2017. How would you rate that out of 5 Link Awakenings?
Oh God.
That's a pretty self-explanatory
Yep, okay.
one.
I
Pretty
saw
obvious,
this
huh?
rating system appear in someone else's stream the other night.
God damn
What?
it.
I forgot whose stream it was, but I just saw someone say, "How good do you think this game is rated out of Link's Awakenings? Out of 5 Link's Awakenings?" I'm like,
Oh man.
What?
it wasn't even my stream. I don't
This is
remember
getting
whose
out
it
of
was.
hand.
Oh, crap. Who even said, like, do you know who said that in that stream? Did you recognize the
No.
name? No? Okay. Weird. Anyways, his context is best rating scale for rating a game invented by professional video game reviewer Sean. Press F to pay respects, Booker.
What?
Memes. February 9th, 2017. This is the last one for right now. We can raise them, I'm in. And I remember what this is about. So I'll give you guys a second.
What
I said
was
it.
it? Repeat it.
We can raise.
We can
them,
raise
I'm in.
them, I'm in.
Oh shit. I don't think it was Fire Emblem Heroes.
No.
I remember this very
Was it some
clearly.
like anime girl thing?
Yeah, you're pretty close. Yeah.
It's like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't
Yeah.
remember what it is. What was it?
Think of a game John loves a lot. That's getting like
99
a
Nights.
reboot. Yeah, 99 Nights. The joke still lives on.
Oh, someone just put it in the chat. Bomber Girl?
Bomber Girl. Yep.
Okay. That's right. That real creepy description of what Bomber Girl is.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Context. Paul, on the prospect of raising his very own Bomber Girl, raise her well, Paul. I will. Thank you. Also, thank you
All
for
right,
doing
thanks
that
for
again.
sticking us in.
Yep.
All right, John.
All right. We got 3 letters this time around.
Oh,
Start
that's
with this
right.
one.
Is this all from the same person?
No, one's from a different person. One is from.
Okay.
This one comes to us from Hebrew Lantern.
Okay.
Hey, John, can you see that one Mr. Paul Fleck, aka Exposure, receives this for your next TDP recording or whenever it is convenient for you? Now, keep in mind, I got the mail today, so I couldn't have done it. Since this is technically a TDP letter, my question is, what is the weirdest thing or things that you have received in the mail? This is for all 3 of y'all. I hope you're all having a great weekend. P.S. If Paul could open this on the air, this would be cool. And then it's the thing here.
Okay.
I'll have to keep aside for you.
Okay. If he's in the chat, can John just open it, or like should we figure out a time to meet up?
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Oh, okay.
He picked it up at MagFest. He asked me to bring it to you, and I said I don't think I could get it home safely, so he just mailed it to me.
Oh, that's scary. Okay. All right.
Okay.
He also asked when I was like going out for dinner or something. So.
Okay.
I don't think I've gotten anything super weird.
No.
I was reviewing an Avengers Connect fighting game at one point, and they sent me Hulk hands with it.
Yeah, I think.
And I believe John. Yeah,
yes, I still have them
because I didn't want them anymore because I didn't have it to do anything.
They're like on a shelf in the entryway or something. I forget.
Yeah, there you go.
For me, it's probably the Barbie makeup kit that someone mailed me.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Okay.
Weird because you already had one.
Yeah, I know. I had too many as it was already.
No,
Paul,
I don't use postage much, so no.
Okay.
Nothing really.
I found a website where you can pay $10 and they'll send an eggplant to someone's house. And they'll even carve something in there that you can ask for.
I found a website that says they can ship you human meat, which I'm pretty sure isn't true.
That won't be true.
So, yeah.
I want to send someone an eggplant that says 3 days on it.
Oh, God.
That's my current strategy.
Terrible.
Oh, my God.
Terrible. All right.
All right. Is it worth just opening that on the air, or do you want to leave it till Paul gets it?
I mean, I don't think you really need to open it on the air to begin with, but like, it looks nice. So.
Okay.
It's up to you. It's your call.
Yeah, go ahead and open it.
All right.
Because, like, just for clarification to anybody, John and I don't get together that often. We don't live that close to each other, honestly.
Even though we're in Calgary, we're still like a half hour away from each other.
Yeah.
Calgary's a big place.
Calgary's pretty damn big. Oh, hang on. He taped this part pretty good. All right. And let me flip up my camera so I can actually see what I'm doing here.
Oh man, that's dope. That's so cool.
That's pretty good print.
So for people in the audio podcast, it's a small card. Not it's like a card with Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar drawn and colored in like realistic fashion.
Yeah, it's cool,
it's
man.
nice.
Did he do that himself, or did
he bought it at MagFest? There was an artist at MagFest that did it.
That's fucking cool.
There's no name on it, so.
Nice.
Wait, the artist didn't sign it? That's weird.
No name on it.
Oh, that's weird. Anyways,
Well, maybe
thank
it's
you.
just a small thing.
Thank you very much. That's awesome. I really, really like that. Cool.
Do you want to do the other letters while you have them?
Sure. All right. I got two more.
Hunter's
These are
one of my
from our
favorites.
Canadian friend. I don't know what order these are going to be opened in. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot this guy's going to do it every week this year.
Well, at least I know my P.O. box will be getting some use.
Wouldn't there be like 6 of those at this point then, or?
Yeah, you're right. There should be more.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. I didn't realize you were going to read them on air as they came in, but now that you are, let's stop procrastinating. 3 podcasts in 1 letter. Also, my roommate moved out, so no printer.
Oh
January
man,
19th.
handwriting these?
Yeah, these have all been handwritten.
Nice.
Oh wow.
January 19th, John said fuck 4 times.
Oh
Dick
my God.
1 time. Sean said fuck once. Sean said shit twice. Paul said fuck 9 times. And shit 3 times. Total of me for 5, Sean for 3, and 12 for Paul.
All right.
+1 for Paul Resident Evil mention. +1 for Sean Leighton Attorney reference.
Does it count if, like, the game actually has new content, though? It's not like I'm talking about it out of turn. New DLC comes out and I talk about it.
Yeah, you're playing Phoenix Wright and you're playing Resident Evil, and new content's coming out. For
I call shenanigans. This is bullshit. That's what
I don't know why I would even have brought up that game recently.
January 26th, I said fuck twice and shit once.
That's not bad.
Sean didn't swear at all, but he got salty about a game once.
Oh, what game?
Meanwhile, Paul said, I don't know, it doesn't say, it just says game salty 1.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, Paul apparently said fuck 11 times.
Sure.
Shit 7 times for a total of 18 and was salty about a game once.
What game?
Swear jar.
What week was
Need a
this?
swear jar.
January 26th. Also +1 Paul Resident Evil mention.
January 26th.
February 2nd.
The game just came out.
Game.
Oh, like
What?
Yeah, this is stupid. This is actually stupid.
This is hilarious.
February 2nd, I said fuck once, and that was it. Sean was salty about a game once, and Paul said fuck 5 times and shit twice. +1 Paul Reasonable mention. It says, don't worry, I didn't count you reading the mail.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, and here's the total as of February 2nd. 15 fucks from John, 2 shits, and 1 dick. What the hell? Why did I say dick? Yeah,
That seems out of character
probably-
for you, actually.
What is?
I don't know. I'm not going to go back and look.
Do
but
you
This is
call
so
Sean
weird.
a dick?
Maybe. Or maybe I said something was. I don't know. Total 18. Sean, 2 fucks, 2 shits for a total of 4 and 3 game salties. Paul, 40 fucks, 26 shits.
Sure.
Maybe that's supposed to be 50 because it says 76 for the total.
Okay.
And it says 4 game salties. John, Transportation Stories once. Paul, Resident Evil 5 times. And Sean, Professor Layton once.
Transportation. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, I get you.
All right.
Yeah. Fuck that. Fuck your letter. Fuck you. Fuck everybody. Fuck. Fuck. Count that, fucker.
Oh my god.
And you have
I'm
one more
good.
letter, is that right?
You got a min-max, man. You got a min-max.
Oh, and this one, I guess this is a previous one because this one is printed.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
My roommate got a printer, so now I can type these again.
Oh my god. Oh god. I'm dizzy from laughing so hard. Holy shit. That's so good. Holy shit, that's
That
good.
could not have happened any better. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh my god. Amazing.
That's really good. I really, really enjoyed that.
This is January 12th. I said fuck 8 times and shit once. Paul said fuck 6 times and shit once. You were both game salty once.
This is
Okay.
the worst segment of our podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
+1 John, Transportation Issue. +1 Paul, Resident Evil mention. Note that I'm only counting the bonuses once per episode, i.e. the number of episodes that have it. And then, of course, on the bottom, all the Undertales.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. You gotta have that. Oh man, that's pretty good.
Bob writes in, favorite ninja from a video game that's not Ryu Hayabusa?
Naruto!
Yep.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
Good answer.
yeah, good. That was real good. I Ninja. There's a deep cut for you guys.
Nice.
But like probably the ninja from Tenchu or something. I don't know. Tenchu's fun.
Kudamaru, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been so long.
I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind.
What about Mark of the Ninja Dude? You can have that
Mark
one.
the Ninja guy.
Yeah.
Whoever that is.
I can't remember his name either. Okay. Where
Bob
are
also
we?
writes, I don't have
Oh.
Twitter, nor do I want one. Is Discord the best alternative?
Yes. To the Twitter,
Yep.
for sure.
What is the criteria for a question not getting asked on the podcast?
Don't be terrible.
Kind of.
I don't know if we've answered it before, if we can't think of an answer when we're going through them, stuff like that.
Yep. pretty
Sean,
much.
have you ever considered live streaming games outside of Rock Band, or am I just unaware of your Twitch account?
This is his Twitch
He uses
account.
the Top 10 Perspective account, yeah.
It's a top-down perspective account, and I do stream games outside of Rock Band.
Mhm.
I did Halo Wars earlier. A lot of the games I get early, I usually try and stream them before they come out.
Right.
So I don't just keep track. I honestly post them on Twitter most often. So
I
if you don't
think
have Twitter, that's
this might be a good time to mention for anybody listening to the audio only. We do go live every Thursday, or try to every Thursday at around 8 o'clock Pacific time on twitch.tv/topdown perspective. So, like,
They don't have Twitter, you're saying?
we never really like say that to people who just listen and don't have a Twitter or the Discord or anything. Like, if you want to jump in live and you use Twitch, that's the time to do it. Yeah. Segues. Glenn wrote in and said, I was playing a not-so-great game and earned a checkpoint just moments before I failed a mission, and reloading that checkpoint restores that same progress, making the level impossible to complete without restarting. Has this ever happened to you guys?
Yep.
Yep. It's the worst. It's real bad. I hate it so much. I wonder what game he's talking about, because I'm trying to think of games that do this, and I can't just remember off the top of my head. I feel like Quantum Theory? Was that the name of that shooter? I think that had that problem. Quantum Break is not it.
I don't know. Tons of games do this.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Yeah. Quantum Theory. Yeah.
John, you got this next one?
Sure. This next one comes to us from James. A while ago, Sean used to contend that Game & Wario was the best Wii U game, but I haven't heard any enthusiasm for the game recently. The only remaining first-party Wii U game that we know of is Breath of the Wild, which is also coming to Switch, so this is perhaps the time to ask definitively if Game of Wario is still the best Wii U game. If not, what has dethroned it, and how far down the list of best Wii U games has it fallen?
I haven't played Game & Wario for a while, so I can't definitively say if it is still the best.
Okay.
But it's...
Takes a big man to admit that, Sean.
What do you guys think the best Wii U game is? Do you think it just like defaults to like Splatoon or Mario 3D World?
I don't know. Mario 3D World was pretty good. As somebody who doesn't like 3D Mario games that much,
I think I would put more Mario Maker is what I'd say over 3D World.
Mario Maker. Mario Maker is probably the answer. That's probably the best one. I'm gonna say Game & Wario, at least for me, is in the top 5.
Okay,
somewhere in that top 5.
How many Link's Awakenings would you say?
Bayonetta 2 is also real good.
Bayonetta 2 is real good. You're right. That's one of the things that made me want to get a Wii U. So
yep,
yeah.
Sorry, what was your question? How many Link's Awakenings is a Game & Wario?
Yeah.
Probably like a Bayonetta 2.
Right. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
I figured that was your
Eduardo
answer.
Asks. Yeah. Do you enjoy a game more or less if you play through all of it in one sitting?
Doesn't matter at all.
Depends on how long the sitting is.
8 days.
Yeah. No.
Please release me from this prison. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. Although it is cool when you get like a 2 or 3 hour game that you just kind of go through. That's always kind of cool, I find.
As long as it was like a good... This is the thing, is that as long as it's a good 2 or 3 hours, I'm fine with that, it being that short.
Yep.
Like, so...
Like Journey, I think that game is better if you in one sitting. Especially if you are working with like the same one person, you know what I mean?
Or like Firewatch is one that came to mind for me. Sure. I like that all in like one sitting, kind of like a movie, like a 2 hour...
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like a 3 to 4 hour movie.
Yeah, or like kind of like an all of Skyrim. That's kind of what you're hitting at, right?
Right, yeah. All of Skyrim. I did play Skyrim like real hard when that came out though. So
Paul, you got this one from Sandy.
Sandy wrote in and says, how long have you been with your special someone? Oh, okay. So Sandy's a person asking about like significant other stuff. Gotcha. With your special someone. On and off 13 years?
Damn.
Mine's a little over 2 years.
Right.
3 and some change.
Little over too long, you know what I'm saying, fellas?
Oh my god. God damn it. What is the best gift your special someone gave you?
Themselves.
Yeah, I mean, let's get that out of the way. Let's get to the real answer.
John, if she's right beside you, blink twice.
Yeah.
Turns the camera. The Mr. Burns cardboard stand-up I have is probably one
That
of my
was pretty
favorite
good.
gifts she gave me.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know, probably a game or movies or something.
My girlfriend got me this shirt that we saw in BoJack Horseman that she custom got it made that says "My other bike is a tree" on it.
Okay.
So I
pretty good.
really like that gift. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I can't really think of anything. We don't really do gifts a whole lot, honestly.
Right.
Follow up. What's the best give your special one said was the best gift from you? Okay. So the other way around. And I have no idea. Hold up. Aaron? What's the best gift I've ever given you? I can't hear you. Anyway.
Amazing.
So, I have no idea. We might be able to find out in a second here. Come here for a sec.
I think for me, it's the giant Peridot stuffed figurine I gave her.
That thing was
like,
cool.
The like 3 foot tall thing.
I don't know. Hers most recently, I got her a BB-8
That's
floor
the
mat
best
for
gift
her
I ever
room
gave you.
that she was pretty into.
Nice. My God, did she actually come in the room?
Getting Paul's answer here.
Apparently an amber ring. When was this? This would have been a long time ago.
3 years.
Like 9 years ago? Or something? Okay.
Whoa.
There you go.
Jeez.
An amber
There you
ring.
go.
Surprise.
Okay, thank you. You can close the door.
You do now.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All the best.
Yes, that's okay. Bye-bye. Yep. There you go.
And then he brushes her off. Well done.
Well, I mean, we got
John,
a show to do.
This next one?
Where are we at, Jason? With the Super Bowl Nintendo Switch commercial, I got thinking about other Nintendo commercials and was wondering, what is your favorite Nintendo commercial or gaming commercials? Mine personally is the original Zelda commercial where the kids say, "Wow,
Yeah.
nice graphics."
That's a good one. That sticks out in my memory too.
I remember all the weird commercials they did around like the Super Nintendo and N64 era and like the GameCube era. Like the commercial for Yoshi's Island is a guy eating so much food that he explodes, kind of like the Monty Python bit.
Yeah.
Right.
My favorite is probably the original Smash Brothers commercial though, where Donkey Kong, Pikachu, Yoshi, and Mario are like holding hand in hand, running through a field while "So Happy Together" is playing in the background, and then they just start beating the shit out of each other to the song.
Right.
I
always
know
kind
my
of like
answer,
the
for sure. You go ahead.
the "Who Are You" version, like time frame they went through, where it would be like a normal commercial, but one person has like a Wario head. It was just in like weird settings and stuff, or someone had like a Donkey Kong head or something like that, and they were just like, it was just weird, kind of creepy.
Yeah. So there was a period of time where Sony with PlayStation decided doing weird shit was a way to sell stuff. And it was specifically when the PS3 came out, and it was so good.
No, man, all of them. The "You Are Not Ready," the crying
Totally.
baby.
Yeah, the crying baby. I
The
remember
crying
that
baby.
one.
Yeah.
It's like blank, but for blank.
Yes.
Like, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like cheese,
I don't know.
but for outside. PSP.
Oh right, the PSP ones with those like
Dust
weird rotor
bunnies.
things.
Yeah.
Those were crazy. Do you remember? It's not a commercial. It was a magazine ad. But I think it was for PlayStation or something. But it showed like a naked dude, but his penis was a thumb instead.
Yes. I do remember this.
that
What the
one?
fuck was this
Yeah.
for? Wait, weird advertisements.
I'm not looking that up. Have fun with that. Safe search on.
Safe search on. Safe search on. For video games? Was it for a game? I think it was.
I don't remember. No, I think it was for just the system.
Was it for a system? Okay. I don't know.
So.
This might take a while. I don't know if we're going to find it here, but I remember the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot yelling things at people in with a megaphone were pretty good. Yeah, those were good.
He went to Nintendo's headquarters and started yelling at them from the parking lot.
Yep, that stuff's pretty good. Like Sony's done weird shit for their advertisements for PlayStation, and I'm so in on their stuff. Their marketing campaigns, I love them so much. Right, there's a Game Boy Pocket ad I just found of a girlfriend tied up to a bed so the dude can play Game Boy, I'm guessing. Like, he's not in the scene.
I'm also having a really hard time finding this thumb one. That's weird. Anyway, hopefully someone can find it.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Davis says, so for the past few months, I've been searching for Mario Power Tennis and Omega Quintet, and they must be rare games because I have not been able to find anyone who has them in stock, besides Amazon. Have any of you had a hard time looking for a game that should have been easy to find?
Well, Mario Power Tennis is the GameCube one, so it may be hard finding a GameCube game. Omega Quintet, though, I believe, is like PS3, isn't it? I'm looking that up.
I have no idea.
PS4. Oh, actually, I saw this in a store last week.
By the way, the chat already found that one, and that thing is still weird.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Yeah, it's super
I can't think of
weird.
one. I don't really look for that rare games that often.
Oh, that's fucking weird. Oh.
Right? It's so weird. That's probably the worst one that they've done, for sure. Weird. Yeah.
Paul, any games you've looked for that should have been easy to find?
Oh my god. I mean, not really looked for, but Nioh just like last weekend was sold out in 2 stores I went to, like just EB Games. So that was weirdly hard to find. It was at the 3rd one I went to. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that. I usually have a hard time just finding a game that's out that should be there.
I also buy most of my games on Amazon these days, or digitally.
Sure.
Also, if you could have a Christmas story out of an already existing series, which would it be? For me, I want a GTA 5 Christmas story where Trevor kills Santa and has to deliver presents to everyone in Los Santos himself in order to save Christmas.
Isn't
Yeah.
that just how the Saints saved Christmas?
Yeah, kind of. Oh,
It's probably because I've just been playing a lot of Ace Attorney, but I would love if somehow Santa ended up on the as like the defendant and they had to like free him. That'd
Yeah.
be pretty fun.
that would be cool. Was there not an Elite Beat Agents one to do with this?
I believe there was.
it feels
I believe
like-
there was.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
it's the best one.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
Hitman
there was
did
one, and
the Wet
wasn't
Bandits.
like Larry Butts
Yeah.
the one who was Santa? Yeah,
Yeah.
this already actually happened.
Yeah.
Any other game series?
No, I can't think
I
of any.
mean, I already got it at Dead Rising, so I'm good.
Sure.
And obviously, how the Saints saved Christmas.
Yeah, I'm blanking. I can't think of one either, really.
Yeah. Bakesler wrote in and said, so I was rewatching John's infamous Battletoads race he did 5 years ago. Yes, it's already been 5 years since that race was uploaded. I remember John
Yeah,
was
that's not
talking...
surprising. I've moved 4 times since.
I I remember John talking about some Power Rangers villain explosion as how he wants to die. That's weird. So, my question for John is, would you please explain that Power Rangers villain explosion death in more detail?
The moment I am dead, I explode into fireworks like a Power Rangers villain. I've done it. I've explained it in detail.
And my question for Sean and Paul is, what do you guys think would be the coolest way to die? I mean, I'm going to be with him, I guess. That sounds pretty good. Exploding.
I'm gonna grab the Monty Python one, where you get chased off a cliff by topless women in rollerblades.
Yeah, that's a weird way to die, for sure. I still think exploding would be the coolest way. Yeah, I'll go with that.
All right, next one comes from Nioh Serbia. Your opinions on the Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC. Do you think people are overreacting to its concept, or is it justified frustration? I think the reaction is overblown.
It is overblown,
but I kind of get why people are frustrated.
Yeah.
But then a lot of people don't seem to realize Zelda's actually not the best-selling series. So getting more mileage out of Zelda and more money would actually be really smart for Nintendo, especially considering Breath of the Wild's been in development for quite a while.
Sure.
I think it's only this overblown because it's Nintendo, and a lot of these people haven't experienced an expansion pass or a season pass before.
That too.
Yeah.
So,
Nintendo's done DLC pretty well up to this point. They've nickeled and dimed on a couple, but they've been pretty decent otherwise. So,
yeah,
I say give them a chance, but I can understand some frustration, but I think it's a little over the top.
Sure.
Dead in Sky. Speaking of sandwiches, what's your favorite type?
Yo, I like a Reuben. Good Reuben. Oh, man.
BLT.
BLT's good, too. Yeah. Bacon.
Or club. Ooh, BLT or club.
Ooh.
Whenever I go to Subway, I always get the cold cut combo.
Okay.
And I love that one quite a bit.
Let's talk about, after this podcast is done, you're like, oh, I'm tired and I don't want to make something, but I have some bread. What are you putting on that bread? Just a homemade sandwich real quick. Because I think peanut butter and jelly is, easy, or jam or whatever. You know what I mean. PB&J is super easy.
I make a
peanut
peanut butter and almond sandwich every day for breakfast.
Okay.
Wow.
I've done that for 4 years.
What's your go-to meat? If you had cold cuts of every type of meat in your fridge, what would your go-to be for
chicken
sandwich? A chicken? Okay.
I eat chicken every day.
Really? I really like tuna salad sandwiches. I love it.
Oh, I hate tuna. I hate it so much.
I love tuna sandwiches. They're
smells
so good.
Bad.
Oh, it's so fresh.
John, go-to meat?
Go-to meat? To put on just a homemade sandwich? Ooh.
Yeah.
Bologna, probably.
Really? That's interesting. Because I've never liked bologna at all.
Right? You mean bologna?
Well,
they're the same thing. Bologna and bologna.
Well, I mean, it's spelt bologna, but no one says bologna. Bologna.
Bologna.
Yeah.
Circle meat.
Yeah, circle meat. There you go.
Anything that's been processed into a circle. Whichever animal got turned into the circle.
Sometimes just a grilled cheese, though. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
A grilled cheese.
Sure.
I don't know what it is. I don't like grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, my God. You're a monster.
I think it's just because of cheese. I don't like cheese that much.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know this about you at all.
I'll eat a grilled cheese sandwich.
You eat pizza a lot.
Yeah, I eat pizza a lot, but I also get little cheese on it. I asked for
really?
less cheese. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
That is so weird. I'll eat a grilled cheese sandwich no matter how full I am. If someone is to offer me a grilled cheese sandwich.
Okay. Again, that's something I didn't know about you either. No matter how
great, man.
No matter what, if I give you a grilled cheese sandwich, you're going to eat it.
Are you telling me you would turn down a grilled cheese sandwich?
I'm guessing you're not talking to me, because no.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, why would he ask me? I already said I don't like
Would I turn down a grilled cheese sandwich? No.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I do that?
Well, you were just surprised that
I was the one who brought it up.
And I'm just saying, it shouldn't be that surprising. Who would, besides John, I guess, who would turn down a grilled cheese sandwich?
I mean, it's surprising because I'm learning things about you two that I never knew before. I didn't know John didn't like cheese, and I didn't know that you don't like tuna. You're both monsters as far as I'm
tuna's
concerned.
just awful.
Okay, no, it depends on cheese too. Cause like I like Parmesan on pasta. Like
Sure.
that's fine.
Right? That's a normal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, just like if I was just to eat up, like, here's a piece of cheese to go with like a cracker or something, like I'll be like, no. Or if
Oh,
I was
really?
off eat grilled cheese sandwich, I'd say, nah,
Okay.
not really.
I'll do that. I'll slice it. I'll have a block
It's
of
funny,
cheese.
'cause
Yeah,
as, like,
man.
a
I'll
kid,
slice
I
a
used
bit
to
off
eat
and
like
eat it.
Kraft singles all the time. Like Kraft singles were great as a kid, but now I'm just like, ooh,
Maybe that's why.
that might be why.
Sometimes you just put the brick of cheese in the microwave and heat it up because you like it melted.
Yo, I do that with bread and like butter or margarine. Like you just put that in the microwave for a couple seconds, it melts. It's real good.
You're right, actually. Yeah. That is pretty good.
I wouldn't. I was also just referencing the movie Stealing Harvard when Tom Green does that because it's pretty funny. Because I would not melt a brick of cheese and then just eat it.
I'm not saying use a brick of butter.
I also buttered just a buttered bread sandwich, like peanut butter, man. One extra word.
Just add peanut on there. You're good to go.
Yep.
Peanut butter is really good. I like Nutella a lot too on toast. It's just a little too sweet.
Eh.
Nah,
I'm not a
I
big-
don't like peanut butter. I just don't like the consistency.
Mm.
What about crunchy peanut butter?
I don't. Actually, now that I think about it, I have not tried crunchy peanut butter.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Maybe I'll have to try that in the future then.
I mean, it's peanut
I'm
butter
down
with
I'm down
crunch.
with jam, but I'm with peanut butter.
Interesting. Huh. Okay. Cool.
Oh, he had a second question.
Yeah.
What does Nintendo need to do first? A new good Star Fox, a new Metroid Prime-esque Metroid, or a new F-Zero?
F-Zero.
Or if you can think of any
F-Zero.
other forgotten Nintendo
Well,
franchises.
let's go over which ones had not had an entry recently.
Okay.
F-Zero.
I don't think that
Right.
has had an entry that anyone would accept.
Well,
I mean-
Prime 3.
That's not recent. That's
Well,
two
that's
console generations ago.
More recent than F-Zero.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I hate Metroid Prime, so that's never going to be my answer.
I would rather a 2D Metroid over a 3D Metroid.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
But I
yeah.
recognize that Nintendo will never make a good 2D Metroid ever again.
No, for sure. F-Zero. F-Zero's the way to
I've
go.
given up on it.
There's still hope.
I think I would prefer a new F-Zero, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I feel like Wipeout kind of did it for me.
Mm-hmm. Wipeout did pretty good, for sure.
So, I mean, anything I can think of for F-Zero, like Wipeout kind of ate its lunch.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Press L2P says, did you see the leaked footage of the Switch UI? What do you think of the UI for the system? Also, which system has the best UI? I didn't see this leak.
I saw this today. This got leaked today. Apparently, there's already like Switch systems out in the wild. They've got nothing to
Yeah.
play with it, but they've got the system itself. The UI looks okay. It kind of looks like an Android phones or an Android tablets.
Oh,
I didn't watch any of the videos. I just saw pictures, so I don't really know how it interacts.
yeah. I'm kind of trying to find anything right now, but I don't know what is like official Switch UI. So,
Honestly,
the video
my
is
favorite is
literally
just
of
Steam.
a Switch,
It's just a
so-
list of your games.
mhm.
Like I like that. They're alphabetized for you immediately. If they're grayed out, I don't have them installed. If they're lit up, I have them installed.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. That's my main.
Yeah, Steam's UI is pretty good.
That's my main fucking console, quote unquote. So I'm not disagreeing.
Xbox One's UI sucks. I hate it.
Xbox rotates from being good to terrible very constantly.
The
depending on the
PlayStation, I'm also not a huge fan of the PlayStation 1. PlayStation 4, like it's just kind of like finding where all my games are and stuff is a hassle
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, I don't like the
I
PlayStation
like
4
the
one.
crossbar for the PS3.
Yeah, I do
one's
too.
alright.
I like that. It was fine. I don't like.
I even
Force.
think that was a little too complicated.
The Vitas, there we go. The little touchscreen bubble system. That's
That's
it.
basically the 3DSs.
I know, it really is.
Mhm.
Did the Vita have folders?
Yes.
Okay. Because the 3DSs was fine when I think the
Apparently,
3DS.
PS4 has folders as well now, by the way.
Oh, really? Oh,
How on earth do you even do that?
I don't know, but you can do it. You can put things into folders. Crossbar.
I think there's a reason none of us know how to do that, and that also adds to our answer.
That's
I think you
Gonna fix
literally
my
find the
problems.
thing you want and then press start and then or options and then it's like put into folder or something like that.
That's going to fix some of my problems
It's
with that UI.
recent-ish, like a couple months. It's fairly recent.
Okay.
I just don't like how it's all like one like horizontal bar, and if I want to go see all my games, I have to go all the way to the right and then hit library.
I don't
Yeah.
understand why libraries at the very end. That makes no sense.
Yeah,
To me.
agreed.
Yeah. Steam is just let me see my games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alphabetical order. Done. Easy.
And then the Wii U and the 3DS, they're basically the same. It was all your games were just there.
Mhm.
I'd Steam's wins because it alphabetized them for me, and their names are right there. Because like, here's the thing: I tried to load up a Birthright earlier this week, to see what the DLC prices were, and I couldn't remember what the icon was for Birthright. So I spent 30 seconds just tapping each one of my blocks, being like, "Is this Fire Emblem? No. Is this Fire Emblem? Okay, it's this one that looks like a squiggle. Good."
I'm looking at the UI video right now with it muted, and I mean, it's fine.
It's minimalistic.
Yeah, it looks fine to me. That's cool. So yeah, there you go.
Last question comes to us from Seth, who says, "Forgot to put this in the email, but John, do you have any plans on going to SGC or RTX this year?" No, unless they announce another Iron Man tournament. That's pretty much the only reason I went to SGC in the past, aside from to help my buddy Gerard. What?
What do these acronyms stand for?
SGC is Screw Attack Gaming Convention, and RTX is Rooster Teeth Expo.
Have you gone to that one?
RTX, no. SGC, I've gone 2 or 3 times. Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for questions. This podcast is so long. If people want to send in questions for next week, it's topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter,
Okay.
Facebook group, Discord. Thanks everyone who wrote in, by the way.
Yeah.
John's PO box you can see is alive and healthy. What are your guys' games of the week?
Yakuza Zero. Oh, yeah, slightly edge out Alien Soldier on that.
Man, Awakening is real good, but that DLC gave me some character story that I really wanted. Resident Evil 7 takes it.
Okay, nice. Mine was probably Ace Attorney this week.
Nice.
All right, everyone. We will see you next week.
Bye.